This is Icon Radio.
Problem in all the finish. We can try to enjoy. Wahala in all the finish. We can try to enjoy. Se kata kata wuru no the finish. We can try to enjoy. Problem in all the finish. So we can try to enjoy. We could dance like Luala. Yeah, Luala. We could dance like Luala. Yeah, Luala.
That person keep pressing. But all I see finish. That person that person. Problem, you know they last forever. Make you try to enjoy. I walk up from Pelham Mujet to Apollo Meta just to find a mentor. Now who talk they hear what? Now who watch they fear God?
Call me for fun, say my person. Don't give it person, belly on good. How will it consign me? How will it consign me? I don't know. Problem in no the finish you. It choke you. Sapana, you be the best friend, no. Sure you don't know.
Problem in no the finish. We could try to enjoy. Wahala in no the finish. We could try to enjoy. Se kata kata wuru no the finish. We could try to enjoy. Problem in the finish. So we could try to enjoy. We could dance like Luala. Yeah, Luala. 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 Problem in the finish. Problem. Dance like Luala. Dance like Luala.
Olalaje mi ashake.
Unakasumbala jano they waste time, oh nah. Me I won't fire bazooka, oh nah. Mr. Money no they waste time. Mr. Money want to ease your mind. Say baby don't find no they too shine, unaka. Show why me ni. Mr. Money no they waste time. Mr. Money want to ease your mind. Hello, you carry back a lot of filo. I'ma check a phone no go they ghost to go. Ready to pay what 10 kilo. Kumatingaza, Shina in your falapa. Agata from Osaka, Funibulala, Nishelo Japa. Omo Ajabota, Lubi Megapa. I don't like the nonsense, we are go butter. Nishelo Japa. Omo Ajabota, Lubi Megapa. I don't like the nonsense, we are go butter. Sunga la ja sunga la ja sunga ulu sunga la ja sunga ulu sunga Mr. Money with the vibe right now. Mr. Money with the vibe right now. Mr. Money with the vibe right now. Mr. Money with the vibe right now.
Tell me what you see when you look at me. Sungbalaja komaju body. My problem is I too sabi. Pop Marley for the pool party. I got out ya dark bada. So you dey wine mini. You know see Uba or ya bakada. shop banka, you go shop gala. Ele Sumba la ja 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 sumba. Carry your matter for head like Oshuka. VVS is on my neck, zero fuka. You dey puka, see give me shuka. Cause you know you carry, give me super. Ele sunga. Koya timo pata biti konga.
You carry back like a filo. I'ma jack a phone, no go dey ghost you. Every to be what 10 kilo. Kumatingaza. Shina sa inyo falapa. Agata from Osaka funi ulala. Nishe lo japa. Omo aje bota lili mi gapa. I no like nonsense we yako bota. Nishe lo japa. Omo aje bota lili mi gapa. I no like nonsense we yako bota. Sunga la ja sunga la ja sunga olu sunga sunga la ja sunga olu sunga.
Give me shuka, cause you know you carry, give me super. Ele sunga. Koya timo bota biti konga. Oluwa boda.
This is Icon Radio.
Sabi girl no they too like talk. Animals they in human form. Body man nobody like walk. But you must hustle if you want job. You no finish, they won't fight us. If them they run, them no fit catch up. I know they form say I too righteous. No con they form say you too like us. Me no get the time for the hate and the bad energy. Got my mind on my money. Make you dance like broccoli. Steady green like broccoli. Steady on my grind, oh yeah, what they want telling me. Could deny my fantasy. They want to check if my tap ain't no wrong. But it they rush well, it be much. Now gotta make my tap, it they rush. The kind money we touch, yeah. It they rush well, it be much. No be hype, everybody they crush.
close up. We could vibe with our clothes up. Hit me low till we doze off, yeah. Early morning, you're my coffee. Hope you don't think I'm finessing you. I love you cause you're so simple. Yeah, you classy but still freaky. Always come when I'm calling. She thought I was lazy. Tell her, baby, don't play me. When I hit it, she was screaming my name. Driving her crazy. She put it on a daily, yeah. She caught me on the phone. Said she wanna know if I come back again. If I come back again. And do it like we gon' do it like she make I go. I'm a Incase, babe.
The Nicolo Big, money more beach, I need to know Gisha. In a color beef, I see color beef, my Nicolo Nation. The Nicolo Big, that color she's a Nicola Mission. Quacqualata, quacqualata. The Nicolo Big, money more beach, I need to know Gisha. In a color beef, I see color beef, my Nicola Nation. The Nicolo Big, that color she's a Nicola Mission. Quacqualata, quacqualata. I enter from my butcher, go quacqualata. One more takasu face, I want. I know fit for Sammy, feet don't pass my power. I roll up a shawarma, I get for quacqualata. I enter from my butcher, go quacqualata. One more takasu face, I want. I know fit fast, I don't fit you pass my power. I roll up my shawarma, I get for quacqualata.
For Molana, on God, he let me ask God. I do flammy, with your mashami, for me no way I chant. Wahabi, I look, Mukada Muva, can't you see? Love Mubato, would you marry be a commander? Love this song, tomorrow shop, love you, easy a cry. Baby, don't you waste my time. I see my pussy up, I'm not pay as soon. I did fuck up.
I enter from my butcher, go quacqualata. Only more takasu face, I want. I know fit for Sammy, feet don't pass my power. I roll up a shawarma, I get for quacqualata. On to the next one, give me ginger, give me power, more.
my faith, food for my plate, fit no do me John. My colossal. Even as things no they go my way, even the days I no get nothing at all. My colossal. Now me wait they drive your bus, now me wait they drive your keke. My colossal. Now me wait they run around, now me they do the job. My colossal.
This is Icon Radio.
Sugar cane sweet, but girl, your love is sweeter. Sobolo juice mixed with a little ginger. Oh girl, I wanna be with you, but you know they got enough time for me. I wanna live with you. I got the reason why I can't let go. Girl, you never know, so you gon' gossip. Man, them so far to find your love. Girl, you never know, so you gon' gossip. Man, them so far to find your love. Girl, you never know, so you gon' gossip. Man, them so far to find your love. Girl, you never know, so you gon' gossip. Man, them so far to find your love. Man, join your chin now, girl, don't talk. Got me like a thief in the night, long jaw. But you know, say, all of my niggas, them ball. Nothing you go ever need at all. Man, join your chin now, girl, don't know. Taking it a break, I me, I know the rush. Baby, if you want me, catch a rebel, mommy, say, what on me, yeah.
Show me a jigger, let me see. Let me see. And let me see the woman that is with. That is it. Put a couple $1,000 on your wrist. What's on your wrist? Mama, they can't touch you. I ain't never see this kind, babe. We do some kind things, make me feel some kind way. You know I'm not just tryna get laid, cause I know some kind chicks do it for the right pay. Baby, make a fire you with my machine gun. 16 rounds, I be King Kong. Girlie, make a sample you my brand new song. Baby, love.
Oh girl, I wanna be with you, but you know they got enough time for me. I wanna live with you, yeah. I got the reason why I can't let go. Girl, you never know, so you gon' gossip. Man, them so far to find your love. Girl, you never know, so you gon' gossip. Man, them so far to find your love.
But we don't want to ban this country, Mr. President. I want you
to find your love. Girl, you never know, so you gon' gossip. Man, them so far to find your love. Senorita, mamacita, body bad and the craze for your features. Nice to meet you, Jimmy Sika. Only one I deceive for my future. Oh, I wanna teach your body a thing or two. If you know the things we do, this love will not be junk, no April Fool. Yeah, girl, so mama, you mean say 5-star boomba, nyata kaba kaba miaka tamina mobe. Oh my, I need my boss, mama.
in doing what we have.
But you know I'm rude though. I mean, if you wanna give it up, go trap too much for your love. All of the guys they want you, but they don't know that I got you, and they never been where we been from. 'Cause you're my obsession. When I put you in a right skirt, shawty come and ride in my backseat. Would you tell me what you want, what you fancy? Waiting on my ride like a taxi. I wanna be with you, but you know wanna live with you. I get the reason why I can't let go. Girl, you never know, so you gon' gossip. Man, them suffer to find your love. Girl, you never know, so you gon' gossip. Man, them suffer to find your love. Girl, you never know, gon' gossip. Man, them suffer to find your love. Girl, you never know, so you gon' gossip. Man, them suffer to find your love.
Protect all our
Anybody way won't fight you, let them come, they already know. I'll be right beside you, like the wall of Jericho. They don't know, they don't know, they don't know what's going on. Monagiso, 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 my baby boo. I'll be a soldier for you, I'm getting better in Kung Fu. You should know I got you, and you don't need to guide me too. I'll be right beside you in anything that you do. If you ever need saving, I will be running to you, running, running, running to you. I'll be running to you, running, running, running to you. Anywhere that you go to, running, running, running to you. I'll be running to you, running, running, running to you. Anywhere that you go to.
When I'm looking for trouble, it's cause I know that I got you. Wanting my best, everybody, oh oh. And it's because of your Kung Fu. And anytime that I'm out of control, you hold me down. You never, never let go. Munagiso, 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 my baby boo. See all the battles you'll be fighting, and I'll be right there with you. And I go running for you. And anybody wakes up, yes, no be you, pull it up, be alright. And if I ever need saving, I'll be running to you.
Running, running, running to you. I'll be running to you, running, running, running to you. Anywhere that you go to, running, running, running to you. I'll be running to you, running, running, running to you. Anywhere that you go to, you don't need to worry, anything you want.
Sun up to sundown, love you no go round down.
Anytime you come to me, baby, I go answer.
Any other brother, baby, you make them run away.
And if you want me coming to you, I go come to you.
Oh, you wanna see me, baby, don't choose me.
Tell me what you want, baby, say I'm not in my heart.
Are you baby? Are you baby?
If they wanna be the Judas, if they wanna be the Pharaoh, me I cannot lay low, yo. Me I cannot do that. All because of you, I be on the phone all night long. Oh. Don't be smart when you do it to me. Oh no, no, no. I be on my business, shawty, but you be on my mind, shawty. MLM, all my honey, Kiss me to the cellular, kiss me to the phone. Can't you see I'm into ya? Can't you see I'm in love? Kiss me to the cellular, kiss me to the phone. Yeah, messing with my medulla. I can't talk alone. Oh no, no. Emiliano, 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 no. Emiliano, 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 no. You're one in Emiliano, 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 no. My Emiliano, 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 no. Girl, I wanna know what it feel like, what it feel like. Like I know I see beat for real life, for real life. In my condo, loving up your body in fast and slow-mo. If I hit you, it's my combo. Can you never ever let me go? Dancing kiss me to the cellular, kiss me to the phone. Can't you see I'm into ya? Can't you see I'm in love? Kiss me to the cellular, kiss me to the phone. Yeah, messing with my medulla. I can't talk alone. Oh no, no. Emiliano, 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 no. Emiliano, 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 no. You're one in Emiliano, 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 no. My Emiliano, 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 no.
This is Icon Radio.
Bring the champagne inside casket. Odoguna the spender.
Eternal Africa.
On display, 50 bottles on the way. Spending money like a criminal, balling, them see me now. Bend it like a Gemini, on the criminal. So for me, I let me know. I can feel like you don't weak in the Bentley. We get the control, yeah, that they don't show. We give them better on irregular. Fuck with my son, I'm so secular. Ring the alarm, container don't land. Next in a volume van. One day, I know what they the car. All night, all day. We dey secure the bag, oh.
Bring the champagne inside casket. Odoguna the spender.
Spirit Mix.
body they standing banana. Your body they draw like a bono. Your body they hot you bono. Be like I take it by now. You like a boss like Kana. Show to me love, Maya. Put all the love for trust. Say you get one kill away, show me love. That time I've been there play along. Right now I want day for this love. Oh no, yeah. I'm on her when she enter, she cause sick casala. Miss my flight, I jump in your car. Girl, I want you and I miss your banger. Oh no, yeah. Girl, you sweet like be like I take it by now. You like a boss like Kana. Show to me love, Maya. Put all the love for trousers. Feel like I take it by now. You like a boss like Kana.
I know sometimes it be like say nobody send you. That's when I lie. I did for you, my friend.
I did no vex for me. Say I never call you since, but I hope that you are well. I hope you're my girl. Every day I dey pray for you. Make you Baba God bless you. I never forget you. I gon' forget you. See my shoulder, make you rest upon me. You know I got you. Now me be your friend indeed. The money don't show now. I don't keep some for you. You know go so far. Cause anything I get now for me and you. How are you, my friend? How do you do, my friend? I know sometimes it feel like say nobody sent you. That's when I lie. I did for you, my friend. Oremi atata, you always stay in my mind. Padi me gone. I cherish you with my life. Don't worry yourself, oh. Everything go day alright. And if anybody try you, know it's gon' be on sight. See my shoulder, make you rest upon me. You know I got you. Let me be your friend indeed. I'm on the money don't show now. I don't keep some for you. You know go so far. Cause anything I get now for me and you. How are you, my friend? I see you, my brother. How do you do, my friend? I see you, my sister. Know sometimes it feel like say nobody sent you. That's when I did for you, my friend. It's been so long. How are you, my friend? How do you do, my friend? I know sometimes it feel like say nobody sent you. That's when I did for you, my friend. I know sometimes it feel like say nobody sent you. That's when I did for you, my friend. I know that I don't call enough, but you're always on my mind. Oh, I did for you, my friend. I know that I don't text enough, but you're always on my mind.
All right, go.
I want to flex my love. I want to impress. And I want to carry my love away to a she loves. I'm a man. I want to impress. And I want to carry my love away to a place she loves. Danny bro, You don't want to find my trouble. Enter bathroom, fashion. She na me you come through when your heartbreak, pushing shit heartbreak. Na me the bite dinner for your man thing. Enter bathroom, fashion. I want to flex my love, and I want to carry my love away to a place she loves. I'm a man, and I want to carry my love away to a place she loves. By the end of the night, enter bathroom, fresh up.
This is Icon Radio.
be full of my command, like zombie. Go down on me, oh, with your coca body. Full of my command.
Mm-hmm.
I take my chance with you. You're in denial. I'll show you I'm loyal. You want that bomb way down like tsunami or would you hold me down in the corner? Waka waka when you enter my licha. Baby, corner. Will you give me sugar? Wala. Macho Mona Lisa, 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 Macho Mona Lisa.
Welcome. First Image Media, how are you? Goliath, Sammy Shan, good morning. Morning. Happiness, good morning. Live at Icon Radio. In the morning I was at KBC, Radio Taifa. Jerida, good morning. For real. Ati nini imekushtua jina lako? Sasa for real. Sasa ni jina gani wewe? Engineer Kiplagat. Chamge, good morning. Mora. Bwakire.
Baby. You and I.
Apak. Don't say.
If you know how you dey cause you drop. Shit, you know go one person. Love the way you dey dance, girl. We made you. Why they call love fire? Mommy, be cool. Let's hop in my Maserati. Baby, hop in my Maserati. I said hop in my Maserati. Hop in my Maserati. Girl, I wanna see you go down. Yeah, say me I love the way you bend body. Hop in my Maserati. Baby, hop in my Maserati. And I just wanna see you right. Somebody needs somebody. My body, your body. I'm more checker. Follow you. Somebody needs somebody. My body, your body. I'm more checker. Follow you. Let me give you butterfly. Say now you they mesmerize me. I'm out to show to civilize. Anywhere you go, I go follow. When I up the music, make it go low. And I go give you steady on the slow. Baby, don't dull, make a ginger. Shawty, I know you like to party. I'ma to jump on me. Show my body, shit. Yeah, baby, come on, God. You know, make you happy, make you happy. Up in my Maserati, baby, up in my Maserati. I say up in my Maserati, up in my Maserati. Girl, I wanna see you go down. Yeah, say me I love the way you bend body. Up in my Maserati, baby, up in my Maserati. And I just wanna see you ride. Somebody needs somebody. My body needs your body. I'm more check out color be you. Somebody needs somebody. My body needs your body. I'm more check out color be you. Up in my Maserati, make love in my Maserati. I say up in my Maserati, up in my Maserati. Girl, I wanna see you go down. Yeah, say me I love the way you bend body. Up in my Maserati, make love in my Maserati. And I just wanna see you right.
She no like it, got on naughty, but she go chop if you give her cucumber. Walk out from Transamadi till her leg begin shake her with a locumba. Baby, make her give you solid, make her even mix am with her lay and her walk pow. Hey, wait, let me tell. She dey feel and da 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 da. She dey feel and da 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 da. She dey feel and da da. Da 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 da. She dey feel and da 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 do. She say till infinity, till infinity, infinity, infinity. Yo yo yo. She say make her put it in, make her put it in, put it in, put it in. No no no. She say till infinity, yo, infinity, infinity, yo, infinity, yo. She say make her put it in, make her put it in, put it in, put it in. No no no.
We a take a la Uska. Cover me like babushka.
Nice. What tap tap?
Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is In Case You Missed It with me, Sammy Juguna, and I'm here with the amazing, the talented
Sammy Meli. The Sam Squared.
Sam Squared.
Sam Squared show.
Let me tell you.
Yes.
It's been an amazing couple of weeks.
Wow. How many weeks?
It's been 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Let me just be honest.
Like forever.
It's been 2 weeks.
Yes.
And let me just say, I was hit by that kahoma that's going around.
Yeah, I'm told it's COVID.
Me, by the way, I believe it's COVID. And a nastier version of COVID.
But this one doesn't kill.
Yeah. This one just makes you horribly ill.
Yes.
Horribly.
Mm-hmm.
I had the shakes. My body was aching. I had a headache that refused to go away. Where? I had fever back in my eyes. Where?
Yes.
But thank God we're back. We missed all of you.
Missed you so much.
Missed you so much. And a lot has happened. A lot
of what has
happened.
Gone under the bridge.
My goodness. And we are going to start from the beginning. But before we do, let's just take a look at what's going on in the dailies. Let's start with the standard. Lakini Sam.
No, standard is a hater. They are my friends, but they are serious haters.
Sam, the standard is.
Umewai kuona mtu anafuata ex wake mpaka hata kwa harusi anamtroll. The standard.
Standard wana inject. Inaitanga ku inject.
Is that still injecting or is putting the government on a drip?
Hey. Let me tell you. Me, whatever it is this government did to the standard, wacha tu. Hey. Wacha tusikie venye wana inject. So,
okay.
In the headlines, the Standard says or highlights gold money deals.
Mm-hmm.
And says that the Sudan crisis deepens as Darfur bowls over 150,000 of its people, yet shadowy gold deals thrive amid the chaos. Kenya hosts RSF warlords accused of fueling the bloodshed.
Mm-hmm.
Sudan has accused the United Arab Emirates at the International Court of Justice of violating the Genocide Convention by arming the RSF. There's little doubt that Nairobi's silence and missteps are bound to invite global scrutiny, raising questions about complicity in a tragedy driven by profit.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
Where?
The Sudan story is an unfortunate one. But it's happening all over this continent.
Let me tell you, first of
the
all,
DRC is also undergoing the same things.
Yes.
It's the busiest airspace. DRC is the busiest airspace, I'm telling you. And yet, it doesn't have an international airport like JKI. Aki inashinda JKI. Minerals are being taken out of Africa.
Left, right, and center.
Left, right, and center.
Yes, I'm telling you, I've been looking at the DRC story. And then, of course, our guy Wamunyoro highlighted this when he did his exclusive.
Can we deal with Wamunyoro last?
we will talk about all of these things.
Yes.
But the truth of the matter is, this story of the Sudan actually scares me because it's not a local thing, it's an international thing. It puts Kenya in the spotlight. And it's very dangerous and should be approached with a lot of caution.
Yes.
Yes.
Sudan in itself is very porous. You see, they didn't handle their internal issues professionally, and they ended up losing South Sudan.
Yeah.
Now, so South Sudan is quiet, doing its own things.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the Sudan is the one that is divided in the middle again.
Yeah.
And remember, this started after the removal of al-Bashir from the seat. You see, that's the way I'm saying Kenyans should be also very careful.
Very, very careful.
The only fabric that holds us together is the government. When the government is not functioning, we won't have a nation. We will not have a nation. We will have warlords all over.
Yeah.
The Rift Valley will get a warlord. The Central will have its own warlord. Ni kama wako nayo tayari. Northeastern, their own all over.
Yes.
Just imagine a situation whereby we don't have the president, and now we have these gentlemen from wherever they are.
Yeah.
Trying to will they come together and form one unitary government?
Yeah.
Imagine with the serious demands, yes, that will be there.
Yeah.
It will be something else. So, in as much as we may not like a government, for example, let's wait and do it the right way. Deal with it the right way.
Yes.
Once and for all.
Yes.
Because if we do it otherwise, we will be jumping from a frying pan into the fire.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
So, but the Sudan story, this one being carried every other day, does it mean when you become a president you don't do business? Now, he wants to do business in Kenya. He said he's doing business in Kenya. When he goes to do business in a foreign country, he's followed there. What is he supposed to do? Does the constitution stop him from doing business? If there's a gold business, hata kama we ni Sammy, if you hear of gold business iko mahali, we utawacha.
Some
purpose. And you have the resources.
No,
purpose. I don't. Some, for example, you are doing a certain business.
Yes.
We are doing a business.
Yes.
Should I follow up and see how you spend your money?
But Sam, he is at the epitome
and
of
it has
ethics.
been said. It has been said they started even before.
Yes.
So when did the Sudan issue escalate? Before Uhuru Kenyatta left office, or when Uhuru Kenyatta was in office? I mean after he left office.
Well,
it has escalated just recently, isn't it?
Juicy, yes.
Yeah. So should I stop doing business with the people I'm doing business with?
In short, yes, Sam.
No.
Purpose.
No.
Purpose. You can't.
Remember, we are a capitalist nation.
Yes, we are.
That is why when even the Gen Z wako kwa street, kuna mtu anafungua duka.
But we don't trade with people.
Have you seen those people closing shops just because they are in with Gen Z? Ni woga tu inafanya wafunge duka. But at the end of the day, everybody, I have interests, for example.
Yes.
Supposing, for example, your radio station had a bad reputation. Should I stop coming for the interview just because you have a bad reputation? No. I will do my interview, but your reputation is your reputation. You will deal it with yourself.
Well, Sam, first of all, Icon Radio is guided by a high level of ethics. We are guided by a very high level of ethics.
You see, the RSF leader is a person in himself. And RSF is an institution in itself.
Yes.
You see, the institution that is RSF and the business that its leader is doing are two different things. Unless somebody has, but we don't have an indictment by somebody saying that this money is going into this. It's only our newspapers, and there are people who trust the newspapers 100%. Remember, a newspaper is written by less than 100 people who have consulted nobody. They have just listened to gossip around the country, and then they write it.
I'd like to think
I have always seen
a little bit of research.
I know some guys who write the columns of some newspapers. Wanakaa kwa hoteli fulani huko, wanakaa chini, wanaandika. If it is touching you, they call you tukuweke jina lako ndani ama nini. Unatuma kitu, wanaacha jina lako.
Well, we'll come back and touch on this a little bit more because it was spoken to by a very key member of society. But let's move on. Let's move on. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to this story.
That key.
Very key.
Yes.
So, the Daily Nation reports queries over billions in Swiss banks. Now we're looking at money and the money trail. Just like we did with Uhuru, we're now doing with our current government, and it says here billions of shillings collected from foreigners traveling to Kenya by President William Ruto's administration was banked into Swiss accounts in a questionable deal reminiscent of the Uhuru Kenyatta's government's diversion of Eurobond proceeds to offshore accounts to bypass the consolidated fund.
Now, is that an auditor general's report or somebody's gossip? Unajua kuna mtu aliimba, kuna heri mchawi kuliko fitina. You see, in this country you have a lot of gossip. You see, one thing is that I would be interested to read the entire column because sijasoma gazeti leo, but I'm interested the source. You see, as a journalist, you have your source. So I'd be interested to know the source. I'd be interested if somebody wants to help this country. These things should be taken to EACC rather than writing in newspapers and leaving us there. EACC, goja anze kwanza na EACC kisha aseme I took it to EACC and they didn't listen to me. Nowadays we have high-notch gossip. Mpaka hata nimeshindwa who to trust in this country.
But hold on, Sam, who has the EACC ever convicted?
No, ever. But let's see first, has it been reported?
Yes, now it's being reported. I think
through newspapers or really reporting.
It has been reported even by a very important person in society. It is upon the DCI and the investigative authorities to look into this matter.
You know, Sam,
I believe where there is smoke, there's
things,
fire, Sam.
Things of a nation, especially where the country is involved, it cannot be done in a clandestine manner. It cannot be done, especially if that person who gave those of that money expects services from this country or expects to work with this country. Because if I am an investor, for example, I would expect that if this government was to go under, I'd still have my money. Yes?
Yes.
So, how, what surety does that investor or that person, that foreigner, gets that this deal will continue even if this government is not there?
Well,
you can't just invest billions in an awkward way. Yani, you must be just mad,
yeah,
actually.
but Sam, the question here, it's not about it's not just about money and the safety of money. I think the question here is, why is it that the money is not going through the proper channel? That's the question. The question, the question here is, why is it that the money is not going through the consolidated fund?
I'd be interested to see the rebate from the government of that, because defending this government is too expensive, very expensive. And I sometimes find myself defending what I even don't know.
Exactly.
Because they contradict each other every day. They wake up, the president is saying this, the presidential advisor is saying that, the cabinet secretary is saying the other thing, the PS is saying another thing. They don't have one voice. They don't have proper channels of communication. What happened to the weekly... Alfred Mutua used to help us so much when in Kibaki government. He would have weekly press releases.
Proper updates.
Yes, proper updates of what is going on. I think Hussein Mohamed amelala, Talam pia amelala,
Akina
Moura wote wamelala.
Blakey.
I think even Kanzadena did a good job, better than this gentleman. I don't know. Why do they fear giving us information? And when they give us information, they give us piecemeals.
I'm not saying anything, but based on a very explosive interview that happened on on KTN,
yes,
it is very apparent who is in control of all the information that passes through State House.
Now, those people could be there, but these other gentlemen who are supposed to give a rebate, for example, on, for example, they should have analyzed Wamunyoro's chronicles, and said, on this one, it was not like this. This is how it was. On this one, this is absolute lie. On this one, this is how it is. But they have left it. Government communication systems are flat. They are flat. And they leave the president defend himself alone. You see, and the court of public opinion does not even wait for evidence. They crucify you, they jail you, and at the end of the day, you will get justice if you come back with gun blazing defending yourself. Otherwise, the failure of this government is communication.
I actually agree with you about the failure of communication with the current regime. But I want you to hold there so that we can go through the rest of the dailies. However, this story was the whistleblower was none other than Bwana Muturi. Bidan. I really like that name, Bidan. Blew the lead off of this thing completely. And we'll come back to that because it was a subject of debate that happened earlier on a couple of weeks back. Let's take a look at what the People Daily is saying. The shame of abandoned CDF projects. We keep talking about CDF. CDF, according to our constitution, is already illegal. It's
CDF is an illegal entity in itself.
We're still talking about this. We're talking about the mismanagement of funds by the CDF. It's let me tell you, I don't know when we'll ever grow.
No, Sam, especially on CDF, on abandoned projects, Kenyans themselves are shooting themselves on the foot. Do you know why?
Why?
I can complete a dormitory that was being constructed by the former MP of the former leader. Then you are told, hujafanya kitu, hiyo ilikuwa ya fulani. The same way, this government is trying to complete the Mau Mau roads, is trying to complete the other roads that had stalled, and then they are being told, ni barabara za nani?
Project
za Uhuru. So, and that is why members of parliament are trying to avoid allocating funds to projects that belong to the former members of parliament, and so that they can have a legacy of their own, because some members of parliament start mega projects. that are left stalled, such that if you come with your 150, 130 or 130 CDF allocation yearly, you may not finish that project.
Yeah.
And this puts the member of parliament in an awkward position. If we were able to tell this leader, do this, for these 1 or 2 years, please finish the projects that are stalled. Please.
Yeah.
Ni sisi raia tumesema.
Yes.
Atafanya.
Yes.
Because you have committed yourselves. But if they come on their own, because sometimes I sell a manifesto, I am a leader, I am looking to be elected and I have my own manifesto. Iyo KMTC ulijenga nusu haiku kwa manifesto yangu. Sindio?
Yeah.
So if I come and allocate money to that, then I'm told I did nothing. There's nothing I've started. You see, even the Talanta City sports stadium.
Yes.
It is said it's Uhuru project. Yet
Yes.
President Uhuru constructed a small play field down there.
Yes.
But this government has renovated and come with a 60,000 seater capacity stadium. But somebody will still tell you, ni nani?
Ni Uhuru Kenyatta.
Yeah, ni Uhuru Kenyatta. So the politicians are trying to avoid their predecessors' projects. So that they have a survival. But the best thing to deal with politicians is remove CDF totally.
Yes.
Wacha wabunge waunde sheria na wafanye oversight.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
We will come back to this. For me, CDF is a very touchy subject for me, especially because I work for a couple of MPs, and I just I have very many questions about CDF, and for me, it should just be completely removed. Especially now that we have devolution.
Yeah.
I think CDF, it's a topic that we will come back to discuss. But moving on, the Star reports that Kenyans hit by Trump policies. The thousands of Kenyans to lose jobs as U.S. President tough tariffs take effect. Let me tell you, he by the way,
he meturamba.
Kabisa, as in like, we were not ready. We were not ready.
No, Trump has, they were saying Trump amekuwa kasongo mwingine. The policies, you know, Trump is pro-US.
Yes.
Nyinyi wengine are just nobodies. You saw South Sudan refused to accept the DRC, the Congolese, wale walikuwa wamefukuzwa. What do you call them?
Refugees.
They are not refugees.
Well, the
ones that were expelled in the US.
Yes.
The illegal immigrants that were in the US.
Yes.
You see, they brought Congolese and dumped them in South Sudan. Instead of taking them to Congo. I don't know how. And then they sanctioned the entire country. So you are left at catch-22 situation. Just accept that one Congolese and continue doing business
with America.
With the new tariff, the new higher tariff. But to say the truth, immigrants had taken over the most of the U.S. citizens' jobs, and you would hear them complain.
Are you saying that for real? For real?
Yes. Number 2, online jobs. By there, I saw somebody trying to apply yesterday and it was denied because they say there's a new tax called IRS. No, the IRS is the KRA. So it's following even on people who are working for US nationals online. Unalipa tax US. So those sites that were giving jobs for outsiders are also cutting down, scaling down the jobs. So hiyo digital hubs zile zinajengwa na serikali, sijua jamaa watafanya kazi wapi. Because this is the time to go back.
It is rough, yes.
To go back to the US. President aenda ambie nani bana umetufinya. We were depending on these online jobs.
Pole pole.
We come slowly.
But
pole, who is Trump? Who is Trump?
Trump is US for US.
No. Trump sasa ako na faruku wake anaitwa Elon Musk. You see, he uses even his personal property to look at the government expenditure. Yeye ndiye amediscover USAID ilikuwa inatumia pesa aje.
But Sam, you know the irony is huyo Elon Musk naye pia ni immigrants.
Of course. Of course.
That is
the immigration policy alinyamaza kwa hiyo. You know he's a billionaire, yes, so you can't scare him. Anywhere he will land,
contributor to the US
yes,
economy.
Anywhere he will land in this planet or the next, he will survive.
Yes. Right. Moving along very swiftly, Taifa Leo reports Ruto aonya Malala. Hey, anasema tuwalinde watoto wetu dhidi ya majaribio ya watu fulani kuwafundisha itikadi potovu na siasa mbaya. Watoto wasifunzwe kuwachukia wazazi wao, walimu, uongozi pamoja na taifa lao.
You see, that play was good at school level, was good at zonal level, was good at regional, county level, then regional levels. Then when it came to national level, the gentleman decided to put Zakayo inside. That is where he learned that with putting Zakayo, you have to pay taxes.
Hey?
Yeah.
That's my lipo ushuru.
No, but why that? You see, sometimes I say we are immature politically. The current crop of politicians we have are immature politically.
Yes.
I would see leaders who would be sacked by Moi, but you'll never hear anything from the cabinet. Cabinet secrets are cabinet secrets. They were actually gentlemen. Even Baba himself never revealed anything they discussed with Kibaki in the boardroom, never revealed anything they discussed with Moi in his Moi's cabinet. He just came, campaigned like a gentleman. But the current crop of politicians,
nowadays it is well understood that information is capital. Let me tell you, it is being used as currency.
But let me ask you, you can be a gentleman, you can be elected without Moshene.
But Kenyans
just give us your policies. We don't want to know. Alafu, once we are bitter, what do?
You rise to the top by tarnishing your competitor. That is what it is.
And I'm telling you, President William Ruto, when he was a deputy president, showed us how to do politics, and perhaps we have matured now. We are doing it that way.
Si angel tufundisha. Wacha tukubali.
So his methods.
Wakati alikuwa Bomas with his boss. See, you saw what happened.
Yes.
So,
but let's give credit to our constitution. You couldn't do that during Moi.
It is very.
Could you? Just a minute. Even if you are eloquent ama nini ama unapendwa na Kenya mzima, ungesema maneno haya mbele ya Moi?
Never.
Ungesema maneno haya mbele ya Moi Kibaki?
Hata ukijificha bado hawezi sema.
Ungeita Uhuru Kenyatta Kasongo?
Never. Kwanza venye akona kiburi.
So at least our president, this current president, has given us some freedom. Has given us some inches or meters of freedom into that. It is true. Let me ask you. Turudi tu nyuma.
Turudi nyuma.
Kungekuwa na Gen Z movement wakati wa Uhuru. Hebu niambie, miaka 10 ya Uhuru, ungefanya Gen Z movement?
Lakini Uhuru hakutufundisha.
Baba alipigwa mpaka risasi. Did you see?
Yes.
Akitoka airport.
Yes.
Did you see his car?
Yes.
Thank God it was bulletproof.
It was pelleted proper.
Yes. We used to have university strikes. But there were casualties. Ulikuwa unapata Nairobi University na riot, but utapata 3-4 wamewekwa chini. Ukisikia Kenyatta University wana riot, kuna 2-3-4 wamewekwa chini. What happened to akina Samuel Mururi? What happened to those other leadership? There was even a politician whose son was killed in the university those days. As long as you create a crowd, unataka kupinga serikali, the knees were there. Wewe you would be unawekwa chini. But we have come to the street not once, not twice, not thrice, several times. We use social media. Ndiyo tunakuwa abducted, but ni sawa. Hiyo tukapigania abduction mpaka ikaisha.
Etimeisha.
Kuna nani amechukuliwa?
Juzi kuna mtu amechukuliwa. Juzi hata ilikuwa reported that there's a young man that was that has been disappeared after after it is alleged. Let me say it is alleged.
Thank you for saying it's alleged.
after the Mount Kenya tour. Wakati tuliona ati Faruk alichukua kamera akaanza kupiga picha. The aftermath was the disappearance of a young gentleman.
Sam, hizo ni allegations. Give us the name.
Nimesema alleged.
Sema the name of the person who disappeared. Even me, I'll be in the forefront to make sure that that person is produced.
Mimi nikutafutia hapa tu.
Na alifanya nini? Unajua swali ni
hakuna mtu anajua.
Sasa huenda hata ni mtu alienda safari bwana.
Anaitwa Joseph Mwangi.
Joseph Mwangi ni wengi Central. You cannot say one.
Well, there's a picture. There's a picture, unfortunately.
Yes, okay. This
missing.
Regime could be leading in abductions. In abductions, and hiyo is given. But we didn't have the benefit of information during the previous regimes. Sai, social media is on fire.
But let me tell you this.
Social media, wewe nani? Si tulikuwa tuna Facebook wakati wa Uhuru kisha Twitter ikaanza kupenetrate.
Wacha tu niseme.
Mpaka Uhuru akatoroka Twitter.
Sam, wacha nikukosoe kidogo tu. It may have happened during Uhuru's time. It does not absolve the current regime for its continuation.
A wrong is a wrong.
Yes.
It doesn't depend with
wrong ni wrong.
But ukiangalia some freedom, some democracy, actually, we can call the president whatever names we want. We can boo him wherever we want.
Yes.
We can even respond as he's saying that we are saying Wongo in the background and nothing is happening to us.
But this is not nothing.
That's one, my friend.
This is not nothing.
You see,
one is enough.
The security agencies are never controlled by the leadership.
Sam, that's not true. You know, that's why I usually say, let's...
But
and I've heard this before. I've heard it's like you know, the president did not know the abductions were happening. No. Yes, I know the Kenya police have become independent, but it doesn't mean that through their independence they have the freedom to just do whatever. That for me is the biggest. You know, like. I know during that explosive interview on KTN that they mentioned a number of things, and the gentleman kept asking for evidence. Where is the evidence? The interview. Where's the interview?
Yeah, just the way I can allege here in studio.
Yes.
You are at liberty to ask me the evidence.
100%.
Yes, you're at liberty.
100%.
So that your media house cannot be used to weka nini? Fitina, kurusha fitina. Yes, to spread gossip.
Yes.
Because you can easily spread gossip.
Yes.
Even those recordings somebody was saying he had the right to produce them and say, listen to this. If I'm lying, who is that talking in the background?
We're going back to that song constitution. But I still feel they will come out. The recordings will come out. All this evidence will come out. But I feel it will come out strategically. So we should just ready ourselves for another bombshell that's coming through. However, Sam, I want to conclude what the nation, the dailies are reporting today, because I really want to touch on. I really want us to start our story, and our story starts in the mountain.
Murema.
In Murema.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And 2 weeks ago, slightly more than 2 weeks ago, it was planned that the president would visit Murema. Now let me start with this because no one is saying it. Murema is the only place where, prior to the president's visit, he does a press conference.
Murema is advantaged. You know why? It has over 100 media stations.
Right.
Over 100. Including this one, lazima Murema wanasikiliza. Sasa,
yes.
You have to prepare the ground. And the easier way to prepare the ground is through the media. Let me speak to the people before meeting them. And they say the only way to a person's heart is speaking the language that they understand. And the media houses would be able to disseminate that information in the language the people would understand. I saw the tuning in from especially from those media houses that are Murima based. Watu walikuwa wanasikiliza.
Yes.
Ukienda kwa masoko, they are all in a hotel somewhere, under a tree somewhere, listening to what message the president has for me. And now, if you go back to, for example, the Rift Valley, the Western, you see, it's like anajua automatically huku ni nyumbani. The assumption that when I go back to Nazareth, I'll be welcome. Sindio? But he doesn't understand. Kuna watu walisema, hata nimeona mtu jana akizusha, akisema, sisi, Rift Valley, but sisi, tunaletewa kanisa.
Mingi.
Yes, lakini Central wanapelekewa development. Barabara. Shule.
Allegedly.
Masoko.
Allegedly.
But we will absorb them, this government, or we will get this government come 2027. So it is too early. Actually, let me ask you, in 2 years, what can you do? Just tell me. What can you do in 2 years?
Well, as of yesterday, we were told, yesterday was Sunday, by the way.
Supposing I was the owner, let's assume I was the owner of a certain supermarket, let's call it, what mart now? Some mart. Then I tell you, from today, mimi nimetoka, wewe run hii nini supermarket. Then I tell my customers, hapa mtakuwa mnakuja mnapata vitu bei ya chini, kila kitu. Then I go into the accounts, madeni. Yes? Even the supermarket itself is actually iko mpaka na barua ya auction iko tayari kwa meza juu. What do? Do you tell customers sasa tuendelee kununua, ama you start planning? Otherwise, kwanza unaweka agenda yako kando, uokoe supermarket kwanza.
Sam, hiyo ina pressure.
Na ukumbuke imefanywa worldwide, inajua Sam is the owner of this supermarket from now onwards.
No, but Sam, for 2 years straight, because once they came into power, they knew what the coffers looked like. But for 2.5 years straight, they continued to make these promises. We will do this. And here's the problem. Timelines were given. In the next 100 days, in the next 90 days, in the next 3 months, in the next 1 year. Sam.
While being sworn in, the current Burima guy told us that the coffers are empty.
Yes.
They found only 93 million.
100%. How many promises did he make?
And then, you see, they shot themselves in the foot.
Yes.
They should have told us this is the situation.
Yes.
But they reached a certain point whereby blaming the former regime was no longer tenable. Nobody was listening.
Yes.
You see, if you come into a relationship and you keep blaming the ex, you see, you may never even plan for the wedding.
That's true.
Yes?
I agree
so
with you.
You first agree that hii mileage imeenda. Nimepata hii mileage imesonga. Sindio? I have to deal with it the way it is. And I think that is what they are doing now.
Yeah.
They have kept quiet, talking about the previous regime. Now they are working on it. And I have somebody who is very senior and met the current finance minister, and the finance minister told him, my friend, I don't know, Uhuru alikuwa anataka tushinde hii serikali alafu tufanye nini? Mbadi alifika treasury akashtuka. Yes.
Shikwa na
Butua na bumbuwazi. The way I was pointing fingers at the former treasury cabinet secretary is now the way Kenyans are pointing fingers at him. He found what he was fearing. That's real. The problems we have, like even right now, we have a Eurobond maturing in September and another one maturing in November. How do you pay? Wakenya wenyewe wataki taxes ziongeze. Sindio?
Yeah.
Wako comfortable na 16%, na kama hata inawezekana irudi 14 VAT.
Yes.
Sindio? But this country is up for auction. Was up for auction. If you are the one, what would you do? you end up abandoning even some of the promises you gave. Because how? Wacha nikuulize, ndio utatoa wapi pesa? Wamekuambia usiende loan, na wewe nayo uliapa uendi kuchukua loan.
Yes.
The only loans they took is what had been structured in under the former finance acts,
Yes.
that finance bills.
Yes.
Kwamba zitachukuliwa.
Yes.
Unajua huwezi simamisha hizo.
Yes.
Huwezi enda kuambia IMF, the loan I was to take, we had agreed that I will take in 2026, I will not take now. Niko sawa. Kwa sababu there are agreements that had already been entered into.
Yes.
Aya, huwezi ambia the loaning agency that the loan I took, we had agreed nitaweka of your levy, lakini Wakenya wameriot. Wacha niweke kwa kitu kingine. They will not agree because you are in breach of contract.
Yeah.
Ukisema nitaweka kwa fuel levy 2%. They expecting the finance bill ukisoma when it is mature for repayment. Uweke 2%. Irrespective of what situation you have in the country.
Right.
And that is why you realize that there is a Eurobond they borrowed to pay another Eurobond. They realize that if we keep this 13% Eurobond, itatufinya. Wacha tuchukue hii ya 5 or 6%, tulipe hii ya 13%, then we have an easier loan to repay in the future.
Yes.
Sindio?
Yes.
So hizo ndizo hesabu wanafanya. And somebody told me they went into the boardroom when Baba, he called Baba, actually it's President Ruto who looked for Baba. He told Baba, to say the truth, just come see what we have.
Kuja ujione.
Kuja ujione. Hii ndio serikali niachiwa. Hiyo ndio nimeweza kulipa. Hapa nimelemewa. I need us. Just like a patriot you are. Come in. Hapa tusaidiane. And Baba came in full swing. Akamwambia watoto wameniweza. Unajua watoto ni kina nani? Gen Z. Let's manage the situation. Baba came and the situation was managed. Yes? Unaona hata Makoure siku hizi anatembea na Baba. So ni kama watoto walikuwa wamekosa Baba, so wakapewa Baba. Baba akasaidia. So I think if you were to ask Baba genuinely, he will tell you the situation we have in this country is dire. The problem now is communication. But they cannot communicate to us without blaming the former regime. If you blame the former regime, Kenyans will be up in arms and tell you, my friend, we put you there so that you correct these things. Yes? Sio kuja kutuambia, Uhuru alifanya, Kibaki alifanya, Moi alifanya. You even realized Mwai Kibaki came into power and stopped the first month. And even told akina Kiraitu Murungi, I don't want to hear anyone talking about Moi. Yes? And that is why Kibaki moved this country forward. But the policies Kibaki came with, remember we were not paying taxes. Nilikuwa Wahindi tu na wafanyabiashara wachache walikuwa wanalipa taxes. Uhuru akasema kulipa ushuru ni kujitegemea. You get that? Yes. So if we have to change this country, all of us must take responsibility. And if we are told freedom comes with responsibilities, the way somebody converted a desert into what we have today as Dubai, somebody must have taken some decisive measures to make sure that Dubai becomes what it is, even though he died before seeing all that has happened. But the vision bearers, he left his son as a vision bearer. The current regime should not just focus on 2027. It should focus on living a vision bearers of this country. For example, do we have a strategic plan for this country? What do we want it?
You see,
because Dubai in 1966 mwenyewe akiketi,
yes,
ali come up with
a plan.
A plan.
Yes, Singapore too,
which is being implemented up to now. As long as we still have somebody who is trying to tell you that nikiingia nitatoa housing levy, nikiingia nitatoa hii, nikiingia nitatoa hiyo, instead of telling you we will do it better, wewe mwenye umekuwa ukilipa housing levy, we will assume that is your deposit. Okay? Yeah, you can own the house. If you don't want it, you will have the house and sell it or rent it out. But the house is yours.
Yes.
That is a way of being progressive as a country.
Yeah.
This country should sit down, and the way we sat down to prepare the Constitution of 2010 to Kenda Bombers, we need people who will come up with a strategic plan. This government should be very strategic in itself. Unajua Ministry of Economic Planning hatuna. Tuko na Ministry of Planning? Hakuna. Ile Oparanya alitoka na vision ya 2030.
Yes.
With the team. And now we have some things that have been implemented towards Vision 2030. But remember, 2030 is just 5 years from now.
Yes.
Have we achieved those things? They can come up with Vision 2063, the way Africa has Vision 2063. To say Vision 2063, these are the short-term measures. These are the long-term measures. We want to go green by this year. We want to have all our roads either to bitumen standards or to all-weather roads by this time. Yes? This is how Nairobi should appear by the time we get to 2063. This is how Eldoret should be by 2063. These are the cities the towns that should have gained the city status by this year. You see, already, this Nairobi is congested. There's no more space for expansion except Northlands. Kama watatuzia.
Yuko ni kwa wenyewe.
Ama tuingie JKIA, hiyo uwanja ya KAA imeachwa wazi huko chini. Katani huko chini kwenda hivi. Labda that or the national park will have to be moved.
Not possible. We need to grow new cities.
But let me ask you, what is this national park doing here?
Where it is giving us a lot of income.
Income. Hebu niambie.
It is giving us a lot of.
Ukifika ile income, let's assume Defki was a national asset. Income, let's income Defki inaleta inaweza kuwa compared na income national park inaleta. Okay, draw a demographic map of certain same area within the city that is built up. And demographic area of the national park. Then look at the economic importance. Unataka kutuambia by 2100 tutakuwa bado tunaenda pale kuangalia simba?
Lazima tuende tucheki.
Hawa simba wanarom Rongai. Already it is telling you that this thing has outlived its usefulness.
The national park.
Yes.
Our national heritage.
Unajua, national heritage, my friend, should be able to create employment.
It does.
Look at the employment created by those almost 100,000 acres of land. How much employment is it creating?
I think it should do
It
better.
should give us revenue.
I think
how
it
much
should do better.
How much from that gate, hapo, goes to the treasury?
I have no idea. Let me just be honest. I have no idea. However, I have existed in that world.
Do you know where we are right now as a national park?
Yes.
This was just made in 1946. It was fenced in 1946. I have the data, my friend.
Yes.
1946 ikasukumwa iende pale.
Yes.
Simba walikuwa huku, walikuwa na roam mpaka Karura Forest, wakasukumwa wakapelekwa huko. Now, if those people had the same mentality we have right now of preserving that DD, this city would not be the way it is.
That's true.
That's true, right?
That's true. But here we are, Sam. We have more than Nairobi. First of all, let me put it this way.
Unataka tuseme wapi? Tuende Kiambu Road?
Yes.
Kiambu Road ni Karura Forest.
Na tukaua kahawa na chai.
Tumemaliza, hakuna kahawa.
Tumeua. Sindio, tumeua huko. Lakini, here's the thing for me, and by the way, I've had very many questions about this, and it's because we have governments that have been very narrow-minded. First of all, let me just take you back to Vision 2030. Mwai Kibaki unleashed this plan in 2006. 24 years.
Yes.
Right? 24 years to what he hoped would have culminated in 2030. Then came
President Uhuru Kenyatta,
our fourth president. And there seemed to be very little or no continuation of the plan, because now Uhuru was supposed to now create another 24-year plan.
In fact, Konza City stalled.
Yes.
Konza City stalled during Uhuru era.
Yes, which was very, very unfortunate. Now we are at midterm of the 5th.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and still
Yes.
we're not hearing stories about the Vision 2030 and its continuation. And a plan is needed for sure. For sure, a plan is needed. All right, to ensure that the success of the nation goes into the grand future. You understand what I mean?
Yes.
That plan is required, and I feel like the president needs to now revisit Vision 2030, bring in these advisors who are doing nothing can go and work on Vision.
You know,
Vision 2050, Vision 2060. Yeah, you understand? Give them work now.
Leaders who brought good reforms were not educationists.
Right.
Too much of bureaucracy is spoiling the leadership in this country and spoiling development. People who brought their countries from turmoil, like there's a president in Argentina,
right?
Is said to be the poorest president. Actually, is unaona kale kadudu ka VW kale kadudu. That's the only thing he owns and a small nini. He's respected in Argentina.
Right.
Yeah, akienda club anakunywa bure. Because of the respect they give him.
Yes.
Even his retirement packs, he said he donates them. Yeye bora amepata kaunga kasiku. Nini, the rest will take care of itself. The only problem we have is that we want to implement things when we are seated there. Nataka nikitoka by 2027 or 2032 kuwe na kitu watu watanikumbuka nacho.
Yeah.
You know Engineer Sude?
What?
Do you know engineer, doctor, engineer, honorary doctor, engineer,
what?
Oscar Kipchumba Sude?
Okay, what about it?
Do you know Kapseret constituency?
Yes.
Unaona hiyo vitu wanafanya? He has what we call a strategic plan. Anazindua every 5 years he's elected. He says, in the next 5 years, Langas ward nitawafanyia hii. Hiyo Nairobi Eldoret City ward sijui inaitwa nini, Kapsoya ward itafanywa hivi, itafanywa hivi. So, and he launches it. Na ujua hajasoma, huyo jamaa hata na admit hajasoma. Na he is able to build multi-story classrooms. He is able to make it. Another one is Ndindi Nyoro. Yes? So, kuna viongozi wanaweza kuongoza, but they, you see the technocrats, they listen to the technocrats. Technocrats are there in every ministry, but they have been rendered useless. Unachukua jamaa alianguka kura, alipata kura 6, ndio umempatia ministry mzima. The people in his constituency knew that this guy is unfit. Wewe unachukua, unampatia ministry, unamfanya PS, unafanya nini? Kwani, where are the technocrats? Look at our diplomacy. Where are the career diplomats like Ambassador Mudaura? People who know, for example, nikutuma Turkey. Ninachukua mtu amesoma, anajua the demography, anajua the principles of the Turkish people. Na kabla rais ajasema kitu kuhusu Turkey, this guy sits with the president. Na anamfunza anastahili kufanya nini na nini na nini. Please president, usiguze hii. Hii ni mlima yao. Na president knows how to do it. But our career diplomats hawako. Tunachukua kajamaa kalianguka MCA, tunatuma ambassador US. Tunachukua jamaa alianguka MP, ambassador Namibia. At the end of the day, these people mess our diplomacy. They make us look ugly. These guys are sent to the foreign missions, but they don't stay there. There was a time I went to a certain foreign country and I was sent by somebody to see the ambassador. The people in that foreign embassy told me the ambassador has not been here for 2 years. Na akikuja ni wakati rais amekuja, meets with the president proceeds to the next country, goes back, anarudi
home.
Yeah. Ama anafanya inaitwa ceremonial. Si lazima president asign kitu kwa embassy. Anampeleka hapo, anasign, kisha wanarudi na yeye. Seriously.
Yes.
Actually, this has become a banana republic.
Unfortunate.
Our civil servants, hata promotion imekuwa shida. So unaona walimu hata wanalia juzi. Kuna mtu amestagnate kwa grade moja for years. And is approaching retirement.
Making no progress.
Atasaidiwa aje.
It's very unfortunate, and you see, Sam, I want to bring you back just a little bit, and my point earlier was about this government, and this government thinking that it can solve all the problems by itself. I was coming back to this because we were talking about Nairobi and the way you allege that a national park has become redundant. I want to say this. We have how many ministries?
22.
22 ministries. How many of those ministries are outside of Nairobi?
None. Zero.
Zero. Yet we have a devolved government. You understand what I mean?
Yes.
Agriculture is not prominent in Nairobi, is it? It is not. You understand?
Yes.
The Ministry of Tourism. Why is it that we have to have all these ministries in Nairobi? Why? If we want to grow other cities, if we want to grow other regions within this country of ours, it is about time we spread the government.
Yeah.
It is about time we move the government into different areas. All right? For example, tourism, take it to Mombasa.
Yes.
All right? Mining, take it to Lamu County. Agriculture, take it to Morema.
Actually, decentralization of government offices.
We need to do it.
You see, Mwai Kibaki had a vision. In Vision 2030, it had been said that Kisii, not Kisii, Isiolo, should become our capital, so that the Senate, the National Assembly is moved, even the office of the president is moved there. And you know, there is a part of Isiolo that is green, that is has fresh water.
Absolutely.
You see, then it was killed. Some people, and even the creation of Isiolo International Airport, was part of that vision.
Correct.
Such that we decentralize things.
Yes.
Then 2010 Constitution. The 2010 Constitution was made such that ilikuwa itusaidie kutoa this flowery presidency. This Nairobi looking like it's the headquarters of everything.
Yes.
That if everything is centered in Nairobi, the National Assembly. If you go to countries like Tanzania, Dar es Salaam is the legislative headquarters.
Yes.
Dodoma is the executive headquarters.
Correct.
Judiciary, I don't know where it is. It helps.
Even in South Africa, it's the same thing.
Even we have Pretoria, Johannesburg, and
Cape Town, all of them. It is a decentralized government. I mean, how do we have the IT metropolis in Konza, and then we have the Ministry of ICT sitting in
What
Nairobi?
is it doing here?
Why?
I think they just want the proximity to State House. But they are usually help to clear the highway. We have the expressway. They can get to State House on time.
Yes.
But I don't know.
Yes. So here
By the way, how much agriculture happens in Nairobi?
Goodness me, zero. Almost zero. Nothing. There's nothing.
No wonder the cabinet secretaries are have lost touch.
Yes. 100%. 100%. Take the Ministry of Health to northern Kenya. All right? Take it there so that we start, seeing what Kenya truly is like.
By the way, it is true. And that is why I support the government's move to create highways, even opening up the northern Kenya, opening up the southern part of Kenya. You see, it makes us feel part and parcel of this nation called Kenya.
100%.
100%.
100%.
But who will do that when everybody is egocentric? Everybody, you see, in this country, when somebody wants to finish you, they come up with allegations.
Yes.
oh, Sam has done this, Sam has done that. And I saw this in politics. Me being a politician, my friend, niliambiwa mpaka dhambi za babu yangu. Yes?
The sins of the father.
The sins of your father. The sins of your grandfather. Some are allegations. Some want to finish you totally.
Yeah.
Just the way you saw that play. Perhaps people had a problem with Malala. Okay. But did the children deserve that?
That was ridiculous. And I actually want to stop you there briefly. We go on a short break, and then we come back and we have an entire conversation about the kids.
Yes, and the criminal justice system has been misused.
It's very sad.
It is sad. People are suffering.
Hold there.
End up in the area.
Haya. Shikilia hapo. Shikilia hapo. We'll be right back after this very, very short break.
This is Icon Radio.
Baby, follow my command, like zombie. Go down on me, oh, with your coca body. Follow my command, like zombie. Go down on me, oh, with your coca body. Cause this your milky for front enough for me. Hold on for me, I no go do me corny. And if you're milky na fighty, I saw me to look. Baby, gonna waka waka when you enter Malicha. Baby, gonna will you give me sugar? Wala. Macho Mona Lisa, 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 Macho Mona Lisa. Macho
This is Icon Radio.
Yeah. All I get a break at the baby.
You and I.
Girl, now you the ginger. If you know how you the cause you drop. Shit, you know go one person. Love the way you the dance, girl. Ah yeah, we made you. Why you call love fire? Mommy, be cool. Let's hop in my Maserati. Baby, hop in my Maserati. I said hop in my Maserati. Hop in my Maserati. Girl, I wanna see you go down. Yeah, say me I love the way you bend body. Hop in my Maserati. Baby, hop in my Maserati. And I just wanna see you right. Somebody needs somebody. My body, your body. I'm more checker, follow you. Somebody needs somebody. My body, your body. I'm more checker, follow you. Let me give you butterfly. Say now you they mesmerize me. I'm out to show to civilize. Anywhere you go, I go follow. When I up the music, make it go low. And I go give you steady on the slow mo. Baby, don't dull, make a ginger. Shawty, I know you like to party. I'm out to jump on me. Show my body, shake it. Yeah, baby, come my God. Innocent, no party. I'm gonna make you happy. Make you happy. Up in my Maserati. Baby, up in my Maserati. I say up in my Maserati. Up in my Maserati. Girl, I wanna see you go down. Yeah, say me I love the way you bend body. Up in my Maserati. Baby, up in my Maserati. And I just wanna see you right. Somebody needs somebody. My body, your body. I'm more checker, follow you. Somebody needs somebody. My body, your body. I'm more checker, follow you. Up in my Maserati. Big love in my Maserati. I say up in my Maserati. Up in my Maserati. Girl, I wanna see you go down. Yeah, say me I love the way you bend body. Up in my Maserati. Make love in my Maserati. And I just wanna see you right.
This is Icon Radio.
She no like it, got on naughty, but she go chop if you give her cucumber. Waka from Transamadi till her leg begin shake her with a locumba. Baby, make her give you solid, make her even mix am with her lay and her walk pow. Hey, wait, let me tell. She dey feel and da 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 da. She dey feel and da 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 da. She dey feel and da 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 da. She dey feel and da 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 da. She say till infinity, infinity. Yo. She say make her put it in, put it in. No. She say till infinity, infinity. She say make her put it in, put it in. No.
We are take Kalauska, cover me like babushka. Booty like Tokemakiwa, and your body you different animal. Sangaloni like a JJ, make I beat on like I'm Sonny Wiki. It's what you do with the banana. Go determine if you go get us for banana. Very much show yourself, do what you do. Use Kayamata, you feel use Juju. They don't play me your tape for artillery. You they use collect boy salary. Make I put firewood for the fire. Send you the wire. Now you I go ama and I no go retire. Bedroom voice be like say you did for the choir. Do re mi so lati do mi lala.
She dey feel and da 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 da. She dey feeling da 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 da. She dey feeling da 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 da. She dey feeling da 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 do. She say till infinity, infinity, infinity. Oh yo yo. She say make her put it in, make her put it in, put it in, put it in. No no no. She say till infinity, oh infinity, oh infinity, oh. She say make her put it in, make her put it in, put it in, put it in. No no no. She say till infinity, 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 infinity. Oh yo yo. She say make her put it in, make her put it in, put it in, put it in. No no no. She say till infinity, oh infinity, oh infinity, oh. She say make her put it in, make her put it in, put it in, put it in. No no no.
Make I put firewood for the fire. Beep. Send you the wire. Now you I go ama and I no go retire. Bedroom voice be like say you did for the choir. Do re mi so lati do mi la la.
This is Icon Radio.
Girls! Girls, where are you running? In the play. Habari zenu? Nini imefanyika huko ndani?
Stay there. Can you please tell us what has happened?
We were harassed by the police.
What did they tell you?
They took us to stage with nothing. Nothing. Not even jackets.
No data.
Nothing.
So when you got in there,
the national anthem, and we said we are not performing. Yes, without our rights.
We are just mere high school children.
What is happening? What is happening? What happened to the 3 weeks? We want we are not going back to Butere.
The girls are running. I don't know where they're going. Guys! The girls are running. I don't know what's happening. This is the situation as it stands. This is a school bus escorted by police, armed police officers, escorting girls.
Nifungulieni bana niende bana. Mnanishika nimefanya makosa gani? Nifungulieni, nataka kuenda bana. Ama mniambie nimefanya makosa gani? Kuandika mchezo wa kuigiza. Ambia DCI yao wafungue barabara. Mimi niende. Wanasema wananiarrest kwa nini? Wamefunga barabara kwa sababu yangu. Mimi mnajua vizuri sana mimi ndio mwandishi wa mchezo wa kuigiza wa Echoes of War. Na mnajua vizuri sana High Court ilipeana order ya kwamba mchezo huo uperformiwe hapa Nakuru, na High Court yenyewe ikapeana order kwamba watoto hao watayarishwe kwenda kwenye stage na mimi ambaye niliandika play yenyewe. So nimekuja hapa leo kuhakikisha kwamba watoto wamekuwa ready kwenda stage. Wameambiwa wataperform kwamba kesho asubuhi saa 1. You can imagine watoto wamesafiri usiku nzima kutoka nyumbani, wakifika Butere leo asubuhi saa 12, wakaweka kwenye basi, wakasafirishwa paka hapa Nakuru, na wamefungiwa kule ndani, hawezi toka hata kwenye chumba. Wamefungiwa kwa room kwamba watoto hawezi toka hata nje, ati wakae pale ndani, na wamekataa kwamba waperform kesho saa 1 asubuhi. Hawajajitayarisha, vitu zao haziko, wengine hawajafika, na tuko na court order. Mimi polisi wanakuja kunishika mimi, wanasema kwamba mimi nilifanya makosa kuandika mchezo huu. Tangu lini serikali ya William Ruto mnashika watu kwa kuandika play, mchezo wa kuigiza? Mnanishika kwa sababu ya kuandika play. Mmekuja na maaskari wengi hapa wamekataa nisitoke. Wanasema ni lazima wanishike, haifai ni kweli.
And one of the best plays ever written is Echoes of War by Honorable Cleophas Malala. As of last night, Cleophas Malala was arrested here in Nakuru. He's a playwright of this famous play. And I am here with our lawyer, Ken Echesa, who went to court. And the court lifted the orders, stopping the government from blocking this play from going on. So I'm here with a lawyer who has served the orders, and our children should be allowed to display their talent. They should be allowed to express themselves freely, because freedom of expression is guaranteed by our constitution for every citizen, including every child born in Kenya. But here we are being blocked from accessing the play. We are right at the venue where the play is just starting now. The playwright was allowed to be here. And as we speak, because of his arrest last night, he was taken to Central Police Station. We have been there with the lawyer, and we are told he has been transferred from Central Police Station.
The government did not stop Butere girls from performing. Can you rephrase that question? You are very aware that the students were allowed to perform at 8 o'clock. When they came to the stage and after the national anthem, one of them stepped forward and said they are not willing to perform without their director. Mr. Malala is not a teacher in Butere, he's not a director in Butere, he's not a director of that play. So the students, of their own volition, decided not to participate.
We must equally protect all our children from pedophiles, from drug peddlers, and from those who want to corrupt our children. We are investing in education because education is what sharpens our human capital, the most important asset that we have as a nation. And that is the reason why we are deploying resources in our schools, in our TVETs, in our universities, because we want to make sure that we harness the potential that exists in our human resource. And we must give all our children the best opportunity to be the best they can be. Every child, formal education, technical education, the creative industry, arts and sports, we must give our children the best array and buffet of what they can be. Those who are good in academics, others are good in sports, others are good in creative economy, others are good in arts. We must, as a nation, and my administration is going to make sure that our children get the best. And we must support them. And teachers, instructors, and the managers of our education must make sure that every child in every school, TVET, or college, or university, get the best opportunity. We must equally protect all our children from pedophiles, from drug peddlers, and from those who want to corrupt our children and teach them to hate their parents or their teachers or their leaders or their nation. We must protect our children from those ones. But we must give all our children the best opportunity to be what they can be.
That was the saga of the Echoes of War.
Echoes of War
by Butere Girls.
Yes.
Sam, we're back.
We are back. And we are hot.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you. For me, and for a lack of better words, that was the biggest cock-up by the government. One of the biggest, I would say.
Now,
it was so unnecessary.
It was unnecessary, totally.
It was so unnecessary.
You know,
it is unbelievable.
You know, anything involving a politician must be ballooned, must be stage managed, and made sure that it looks the way it looks. You see, you can only look at it in two ways. One, the government blundered by not allowing those children to express themselves, perform, or Malala stage managed everything. He made it appear like he's the one doing it. So, having been the one showing that, na unajua Malala na Wamunyoro wako hivi. So, they are buddies. So, perhaps, and the sneaking of the word Zakaya into the play. You know, of course, the official names of the president is William, Daktari Kwanza, His Excellency Daktari William Samoei Kipchirchir Ruto. Okay?
Yes.
None of those names appeared in the play.
Yes.
But whoever went for Malala went with Zakaya. I even have a certain gentleman who brings me sand, and it was Zakaya. So they could have been referring to the Zakaya who brings me sand. So,
right.
So the assumption, and even sending the OCS, who is Malala's friend, I saw that whole CS was helpless. Now I'm arresting my friend.
Imagine that.
You know, it took him almost 30 minutes staring at Malala and saying nothing.
These guys were given airtime for days.
They were given airtime. And I salute the girls. They realized these are two elephants fighting. Government and Malala. And they said, nafikiri these students must have been from my class. Wakajua wapiganapo fahali wawili, nyasi ndizo zinaumia. They took the stage and they said, badala ya kufanya hii play for 30-45 minutes and then injure the reputation of everybody.
Yes.
Kuna wimbo mwalimu wa social studies atufunza. Mungu nguvu yetu, ilete baraka kwetu, haki iwe ngao na mlinzi, na tukae na undugu, amani na uhuru, raha tupate na ustawi.
Yes.
And they left the stage.
What a statement.
What a statement. And huwa watu wanadharau Gen Z.
What?
These people are very intelligent.
Let me tell you.
The wisdom they put together, and I'm sure no teacher participated. No teacher participated in telling them, go sing the national anthem. They just told themselves, to maintain peace.
Yes.
Drama, tunaweza endelea hata na drama.
Yes.
Even there's drama in marriage, there's drama in life. Tunaweza endelea na hiyo drama baadaye.
Yes.
But kwa sasa, Jamhuri ya Kenya ni muhimu.
Let me tell
Wacha
you.
tuwakumbushe. Kuna kitu inaitwa wimbo wa taifa. Yes.
Yes. Let's start from the beginning. And wacha tuchambue what was going on in Malala's mind. And so let's start with why Butere girls.
No, Malala has been training Butere girls since he started drama. He has over 15 years with Butere girls. Remember the 2013 ilikuwa inaitwa nini? Shackles of Doom.
Yes.
That doomed the Uhuru Kenyatta government. And they decided to stop it. But the same Murkomen was the leader of majority then.
Yes.
Said, there's no problem with that play. It can even be brought to State House and the president should witness it. Things changed this year.
Yes, 2020.
The same Murkomen is at the helm of controlling the interior and said, our children are being used. Okay, the children were innocent. For them, it was a play. With the insertion of those sentimental names could have excited them. This one will make us beat the rest.
Yes.
This one, we have captured the mood of the nation.
Yes.
And then it went to court. It was stopped. Then it was taken to court. Then the court gave an order that it should be performed. Children were recalled from home. Actually, those actors were at home. They were recalled that they are going to the nationals. And they came. You see, there's a directive that came in 2016.
Yeah.
That no one, anyone who is not a teacher should not give instructions in nursery school, primary school, secondary school, and even tertiary institutions. If you are not registered by the Teacher Service Commission, because there's a code of conduct.
Right.
As a teacher, there's a way you handle students.
Yes.
As a teacher, there's a way you give instructions, knowing that you are answerable to the Teacher Service Commission. Even the teachers in private schools are answerable to the Teacher Service Commission because they are registered and licensed to operate as teachers by the Teacher Service Commission.
Right.
The unfortunate thing is that the teachers who do drama, for me, I do drama, I do music, I do everything. If you ask me to sing a traditional song here, nitabadilika sahi uone naimba kama kwa Arab somewhere. Sasa, the teachers who are gifted are few. The teachers who can write plays and drama, like Mr. Njogu, a teacher, we used to do it together. He would write, I go through it, or I write, he goes through it. A few. You'd find one teacher training several schools. But now we come to a school situation whereby the syllabus coverage is an issue. The content that, I mean not the content, the number of teachers available in a certain school is an issue. The lessons a teacher is supposed, actually an average teacher as per the UN regulations should handle around 18 to 26 lessons a week.
Right.
But our teachers are doing 40. lessons a week. There's a teacher who has only one break in a day. Now imagine he's going to a classroom of 50, 60, 70, 100. Like I went to Ngei Primary. They have 120 in a classroom.
Oh my goodness.
If you give each child 10 questions times 120, those are 1,200 ticks that you're supposed to put on the book. And then the total rounding also plus 120.
Yes.
And your comments.
Hey. It's very painful.
The same TSC wants to come and inspect and find your what do you call it? Your records ready. My mother was a teacher, and hey, I would see her when the TSC inspectors come to school. She would burn the midnight oil and andika lesson plan, and andika schemes of work, and andika children's progress records. Unajua unastahili kuwa na progress record ya kila mtoto.
Yes.
And then you expect me to go and train drama? No, kwanza umenipatia PE. Naenda kurukaruka na watoto, narudi nimechoka. With my weight, by the way. Nimerukaruka na watoto, narudi nimechoka. Aya, lunch you don't provide. Most schools don't provide lunch. Yes. Teachers go home for lunch or they carry lunch to school. After 3:10, the bell rings for games. Watoto wanaenda huko nje. At around 3:45, they go home. Now, with my 120 learners, I have let's around 4-5 classrooms per day that I enter na kutoka na ingia na kutoka. Those are let's say 8 lessons a day.
Yeah.
So out of the 8 lessons, assuming that that teacher has a workload of kwa sababu hakuna walimu, kuna hata wengine hawapumziki. Or the teacher was absent yesterday, he has some things to cover.
Yes.
You see, they are human beings too. And you expect him to come train drama. Drama, wewe ulikuwa shule. Drama is trained throughout the night.
Yes.
I was told those Butere girls, I have a few friends there, they train at 3 a.m. And by 5 they are back in class for tuition, for morning preps.
Goodness.
So, huyo mwalimu wa kufanya hiyo training ako wapi? Utamtoa wapi?
Hayuko.
Even if I was gifted.
Yes.
I just retreated. The workload is a lot.
It's too heavy.
So, the schools cannot avoid bringing in a stranger.
Yes.
The Malala now. The Malalas.
Yes.
All this place. Hata last year nimemwona Dennis Itumbi. There's a school in Central he was training. Not Alfred Mutua. Anaitwa nani huyu Mutua wa the online guy. What is his name?
Macau.
Huh? Alikuwa Tahidi. What is his name? Tahidi High. Mkurugenzi. Mkurugenzi trains some schools and brings them to nationals.
Yes.
Chipukizi is a playwright. He trains some schools and brings them to the national. So swali ni utatoa wapi hawa walimu wa kutrain overnight? Kesho asubuhi yako kazi, aingie overnight, over the weekend aende drama festivals, arudi usiku, amuke asubuhi, another day, where will you get them from? So, and the same government is talking about job creation, but it is blocking those people who are talented in drama, in music, in martial arts. Okay, my school I introduced martial arts. Unataka ni mimi nimfanya kasho. We, utatoa wapi hizo? Utatrain lini by the way ndio kuja kufunza martial arts? And that's why I had a gentleman from Kenya prisons. He's called Sensei Morris. He has a training here at Nyayo. He retired the other day. He would come in and help in training martial arts.
Yes.
You have judo. You have
taekwondo.
Yes, there are things fencing that CBC introduced. Inaitwa nini? Kabadi. You know kabadi?
What is kabadi?
My friend. Rudi shule. Utakutana na wao hivi karibuni. Wakifika grade 4. Which grade are you now? Wakifika grade 4, utakutana na kabadi, sijui nini, kuna rounders. Do you remember rounders?
Rounders nilicheza.
Wahindi wanaizijua sana. Rounders na hii ingine yao inaitwa nini? Cricket. Yes. They are now in the syllabus, by the way. Tusiachie Wahindi hapa South Sea wanajienjoy peke yao. Even Kenyans we should do this. Yes, even I know
I actually enjoy cricket.
Yeah. So, where will you get the experts who know how to do those things? Kitabu inakuja, unapata lesson yako ya kwanza ni kabadi.
Mimi mwenyewe ufunza basketball.
Yes.
Yes.
How many teachers know basketball?
Well, wako lakini wako na very heavy loads.
Yes,
very heavy.
Na wengine mili imewashinda. They cannot jump around, wamezeeka. Like if you come to Nairobi schools, especially the primary schools in Nairobi, there are no men. Unapata 40 teachers ni women. Head teacher ndio mwanaume. Like kuna rafiki yangu hapa anaitwa nani? Jina imepotea. He was the head of a school where he's the only male teacher. Kuna wanaume wangapi wanaweza kufunza Nairobi, wakae Nairobi wakifunza? Most men train, when they finish university or college, they go back to their rural homes. They work from home as they go to their workplace. So where will you get these people? The women teachers who are working in Nairobi ni mabibi za wakubwa because they can afford the living standards in Nairobi.
Right,
yes. So bwana yako ni PS, bwana yako ni mkubwa wa hapa, mwingine anafanya hapa nini department ya serikali. So you are based in Nairobi.
Yes.
So you teach the local schools in Nairobi.
Yeah.
And most of those people have a class. So nisiingilie walimu sana, wacha niwaachane na wao. So I'm coming back to drama again. So you get people who are idle, who are jobless, like Leo Malala. He's jobless.
Yes.
Akona job.
He was jobless.
He's former.
He's unemployed.
He's unemployed. So he was looking for employment. Na akaona wapi ndio rahisi? Butere girls.
But also
then the problem now I get is where you insert politics into the script. Because it is said it has been altered. Though the judges usually, or the adjudicators usually tell you, go delete this line, change it this way, change it this way.
Yes.
The costume, change it that way. The backdrops, change it that way.
Yes.
Yes. They recommend for you what you are going to do.
Let's just get to it. The script was approved.
It was approved.
It was approved.
And the judges said no problem with the script.
Zungumza maneno ya script. It was approved.
The problem was Malala.
Number two. In all of that, all right, we have to say as it is.
Yes.
A lot of the things that are scripted for plays and stuff in high school is a snapshot of what our country is like at that particular time. That's just the God honest truth. If you don't like to hear it, don't go and watch it. But the God honest truth is that it is a snapshot of what our country is like at a particular time. Number three, the set books these guys are reading are heavily political.
Yes. No, I agree with you, Sam.
So for me, if anything, this thing was, it's pretense.
No, you see, the theme for this year was corruption, and mismanagement, something like that. So the theme was squarely, the play was squarely within the theme.
Correct.
And even the music festivals, they usually are theme for that year.
Yes.
For this year was corruption and mismanagement of national resources.
Yes.
And the set books our learners wanatumia shule, they are usually political, as you have said.
Yes.
Like what has just happened was written on page 15 of Kifo Kisimani. I assume it's page 15, if not 13. Kifo Kisimani.
Yes.
Wakati ambapo Mutemi, is it Mutemi or somebody, gave orders that play, yes, should go to the national, but be presented by 6 a.m. There should be no audience. There should be no backdrops. There should be no costumes. This was written. So the author of Kifo Kisimani must have been a prophet. But let me tell you something. Governments over the years have the same behaviors.
It is unfortunate.
Governments, after Biden's government, Nani's government, they are just having the same behaviors. It's only that they have new actors on board. But the governments have the same behaviors. That is why if you read ICYMI, or read Kifo Kisimani, or read Shamba la Wanyama, or read, there are quite a number of books. They have almost the same themes
Yes.
because the authors have observed the government's behaviors over the years. And therefore, it's easy to predict how the government can behave in the future. Okay? So, our children, in as much as we want to remove them from politics, the TV news don't come with disclaimers. Do they come with them?
No, they do not.
No, they just receive the information raw.
we just report.
Right now, the schools have closed. They are watching news. They are seeing Salasia's outbursts. They are seeing president's speeches. They are seeing Raila's thing. They are looking at what Sifuna said before the president. And again, we taught our children their rights. They know when they have been infringed.
They are a product of our own actions or inaction.
Yes. So, though I may not support the insertion of those names, like Zakayo, Kasongo, must go. You see, you avoid that so that you don't make your children assuming what was the intention of bringing the play to the nationals to win.
Yes.
Number 1 goes to State House Gala. True or not true?
Yes.
Unafikiri hiyo ingeenda State House Gala hata ingekuwa number 1?
Me, I think it would have won.
Yes, it would have won. Yes, I have no doubt.
But
I looked at the script. It is. I'll borrow it next year. But the question is, will it be performed before the president?
Absolutely
The
not.
president has no problem. But the handlers, you cannot predict the reaction of the president.
Let's be a little.
Just the same way.
Let's be a little franker here. It hurts his official number 2 more than anybody else because she's an alumna.
She's in the board.
Yeah.
She is an alumni. She sees everything that goes on. So she must have been aware who was the writer.
Yes.
From the word go.
Correct.
Right? So, but ikifika hapo mimi huongea kwa low tones because we have a way
of avoiding.
Not avoiding. The family is a friend of mine.
Yes.
Mimi nimejuana hiyo familia for quite some time. Though I don't eat there. But kuna ile heshima. You don't talk about your friend in a negative way, even if it's political. But
all I'm alluding to here, Sam, it was a little too close to home.
It's a little too close home. But you don't use children seriously to advance your political agenda. Kuna majina mengi ya kimajazi. Let me speak Kiswahili. Majina mengi ya kimajazi unaweza kutumia. Si lazima utumie Zakayo. Yes. There's a way you can still present your play, hit him, like the writers of those books. Unaweza kujua Mkimwa ni nani kwa hii serikali.
Right.
Katika shamba la wanyama. Naweza kujua Wamala ni nani if I am reading the burdens.
Right.
Yes. There is a politician who has failed, who has actually totally lost control of his life. Huyo ni Wamala in the burdens. So there is a way, fathers of nations.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Man of the people. Unaweza kusoma man of the people na uangalie ni nani huyo man of the people kwa hii serikali.
Lakini it is easy. Not to be very overt, very obvious.
Not put it so obvious to the extent that you poke the eyes of the leader directly. I know. We all know who Kasongo is. We all know who Zakayo is.
I see where you're getting at, that we should not use our children for personal vendettas.
No, let me ask you, Sam. No, just let me ask you, Sam. If your daughter was among those who are running and crying, I am sure you would have a different opinion this morning.
No, let me put it this way. If my sons were a part of it, a part of the play, maybe we'd be here debating names and blah, blah, blah. But
yes.
If the script was approved, it was approved. Higher. But number 2, and this is where now I held issue with our gava. Independent or not, why are you throwing tear gas at children? Have you not been trained to deal with specific crowds? What's wrong with you? Now, now as a parent, I take issue. I take issue at treating my 13, 14, 15-year-old child like they were Rao in opposition. I take issue with that.
Now, I had a long discussion yesterday with my cousin who is a police officer, and I told him, blank my friend, you failed us.
Kabisa.
He
Thoughts
listened
of
to my
failure.
interview in a certain media house last week.
Uh-huh.
So akaniambia ulituchomea. Nikamwambia no. Teachers don't use tear gas in school. I could control a population of 2,500 myself. And they listened to me.
Yeah.
That ground, they were, let's say, around 4,000 people.
Yeah.
But among the 4,000 people, there were around 500 teachers, around 100 policemen. Then you still throw tear gas.
That's
seriously?
That is unfortunate. That's
Number
lack
two,
of training.
our children have issues. A child who has asthma, with the tear gas, you are killing that baby.
Exactly.
A child who has an issue, for example, even trauma alone, with the bursting of a tear gas, you are killing that child.
Yeah.
And you know, our children are not like adults. They know that tear gas itarushwa. They were not aware.
Yeah.
Kuna hata mwingine sahi nasikia mzazi mwingine alikuwa ananiambia mtoto wangu anasema ni mabomu yalirushwa. For them, those are bombs. They didn't expect that. Some
Trauma.
exploding before the children.
Pure trauma.
What is wrong with our police? Is it still a police service or a police force? Yes. It is showing that it's a police force.
Yes.
You remember the GSU officer in 2007 who stopped a whole crowd which was carrying pangas alone.
Yes.
By speaking to them.
Yeah.
And he told them, munataka tuchome hii nyumba, hii nchi tumejenga kwa muda mrefu. Munataka tuimalize in one day. And the guys put down their stones, put down their pangas, and walked away.
Yes.
Word of mouth is very powerful.
The police in Kenya do not understand diplomacy.
They don't understand, but I'm told they take orders. Unajua wao wakiambiwa rusha tear gas, mwenye amekaa chini vigilance amesema rusha tear gas, rusha tear gas.
So now
retreat. You see, they can't retreat until they are told retreat.
Yes, and so here's my question. How do we make those people accountable for their actions? How do we make sure that the police learn how to deal with people? Because again, here's the thing. You go and attack the future generation. These same people, by the way, FYI, Sam, in a year or two, will become voters. Year 2027, here are your voters.
Let me surprise you, Sam. There's something they call in-service. Teachers, whenever there is a change in syllabus, there's a change of curriculum, they are trained and retrained to conform to the new modes of working.
Correct.
Even in children's rights, when they were trained in the Constitution, they were retrained.
Yes.
The National Police Service, they are people who left the service, the Kiganjo, in 1980, and they have never sat in a classroom to learn anything new.
To be retrained.
To be retrained. Where is the retraining of a National Police Service?
Correct.
Do they have even, now that they are independent? We have the National Schools of Government. Iko na hall nyingi hapo ambazo zinakaa bure. You can get police from a certain region. Today we are training police kutoka Buruburu, kujeni mfanye backup on in Lower Kabete, because the police in Kabete are now going through some training. They have not been retrained on the any of the new constitution. You know, the new constitution has specifics that have to be applied. Sam, hiyo kucheka lazima kuna mtu amerusha mawe.
Kuna mtu mtandao amerusha yote, amechukua 1, 2, 3 akatupa.
You know, when the police wear that uniform, there's one thing they forget. Na nasikia kuna kitu moja huwa inafanya Kiganjo, inaitwa kutoa uraia.
Yes.
In short, mimi huwa ninaona ni kutoa utu. The human factor in them is removed, such that they behave in inhuman. I'm sure there is a police officer whose child was attending that drama, but since orders were given, hata wenda niende alirusha tear gas. Yes, without minding that the daughter of the son was among the crowd. Na tujue kwamba there is a way children can be handled. There is a way, in fact, especially when we have drama festivals or music festival. The way during census or during elections, the people who are going to manage elections are usually trained. Yes? Including the police officers.
Yes.
They are taken through a certain form of training to be able to manage elections.
Yes.
The same thing should happen. The Ministry of Education should set some funds to retrain these policemen.
Yeah.
Especially the ones who are going especially those who are in standby and those who will be on ground. Wajue tu sisi ndio tutakuwa standby kikiumana. But these are the ways we will manage children. It is easier. They can get a microphone and say all children on this side. Yes? Adults kaeni upande huu. Watoto kaeni chini, kaeni chini, tulia. Do you see your school bus? Who is your teacher? Teacher fulani wa fulani, wewe unakaa shule gani?
Yes.
Chukua watoto wako weka kwa basi.
Yes.
Chukua watoto wako weka kwa basi,
Yes.
weka kwa basi. Manage the children. Aya, baada ya kuweka kila mtoto kwa basi ama to a certain room, come, we have a meeting.
Yes.
We discuss the way forward.
Yes.
Even if the meeting will take 1 hour or 2 hours, you would have managed the situation in a very friendly way. But kuwa goons, you forget that you are a parent, you turn up into a goon. There's a goon in police uniform. Yani, you wonder, inchi tunaipeleka wapi?
Yeah. I agree with you. I agree 100%, and I think
they should, even before appearing there, you know, there's a way you can go there even without uniform, and you are able to contain the situation.
Yes.
In a friendly
yes,
way.
You can even go and act like a teacher.
Like a teacher.
Yes.
And tell children, no, girls, don't run. Just come here, come here, come here.
Slowly.
What is the problem? Okay, let's go and talk in that room.
Yeah.
Or let's go talk in that bus.
Yes.
Or let's go this way into this hall.
Yes.
That's where your issues will be managed.
You can easily manage
even the adults who are recording those children.
Yes.
They failed us. You see, mtu baada ya kupata content ya TikTok, anawacha watoto wanaendelea kukimbia. Anaanza girls come back, how come back? Yet you have got your content. The first thing we should have told them, please settle down, please. Yeah, relax. It happens, it's normal. Unaanza kwanza counseling. Yes, it's normal, it's happened, we will handle it. Mtarudi stage, msijali. Kisha manage the situation, not make the situation go out of control. But I think that's why for me I don't like working with government. Hata ukinipatia kazi ya serikali staki.
But you have to fix it.
No,
how do
you are a stooge. When you go to government, you are a stooge. Nobody expects you to use your brain. When they employ you, they put you there so that you use they use you as you apply their brain. Yeah, and that's why you find Gen Z, mtu ako toxic, anakuambia anaacha kazi, anaandikwa kazi this week, next week ametoka. I had another one. Nilikuwa nimemtafutia kazi mahali, niambia Meli nisaidie. Then after 2 weeks, a friend of mine mwenye alinisaidia kumpatia kazi akanipigia, nikamwambia how is my doing? Yes, doing at you are not aware. Aliacha kazi last week. Nikamwambia nini? Ati alisema environment yetu ni toxic. He want to work in a toxic environment. Yeah, ati mnashautia watu nini. So they are not used to such environment.
But Gen Z, I must say, are a special breed. They know what they want.
They are a special breed.
And they seek connections. The one thing I have noticed about that generation is that they seek connection, that you must be more understanding as an employer than what we used to have. You know?
Yeah, I went to a certain ministry and I found a new Gen Z on a desk. Then I asked the guy, akasema, nikamwambia, huyu jamani kama ana watch movies online. Akaniambia alimaliza kazi yenye ningefanya in 1 week. Amemaliza. So what do I give him? He has finished. Literally.
Yes.
That guy akiweka headphones kwa masikio hivi, ashike computer. Kazi ungefanya for the next 2 weeks is finished within 2-3 hours, and that person relaxes. They are as efficient. Unajua unaenda huko kwa ministry unapata jamaa anafinya na kidole moja hivi computer. One page yes. One page ata type for a whole day.
Yes.
1 page.
Yeah.
But huyu kijana anafanya hivi.
Vidole zote.
Unaona printer inalia huko ametoa. So they are efficient.
Yes.
So they don't like their time being wasted.
Yes.
And that is why long speeches for them don't make them. Be short and precise.
Yes.
And I think the president has learned it. Short and precise. Ile speech alikuwa anatoa 2-3 hours. Na naona anawacha. Because you go repeating yourself, at the end of the day, you don't communicate to them. You have made noise. This Gen Z don't want noise. Yeah, they don't want noise. They just want you. Ukisema ni ugali mboga, leta ugali mboga. Waweke tu hapa kwa meza. Then you say, next time, let's see what we will eat next. But ukiwaambia nyama na usilete nyama, they'll be on your neck.
Right. So, in conclusion, as we conclude this whole Buteregal situation, next question is: are we going to have a drama fest? What's going to happen? I think was it not postponed to to next week? Is it next week?
Yeah, you know the chaos around there. If you have ever dealt with children, nothing tangible would have happened after all that fiasco. So they had to manage the situation, calm everybody, and then postpone to a later date. That is, in fact, whoever made that decision was wise. It doesn't matter how much you have spent. Spending money, money is nothing compared to our children. Already, if you pass these streets, if tear gas ilirushwa jana, you'll still feel it even the next day. So that environment was still toxic, even for the next 1 week.
Yes, it will just cause more PTSD.
Yes, it was best if those children, the drama festivals were postponed. Number 2, we will not stop drama. This is the government that went to Terry Perry Studios. This is the government that told us Grammys will be done here. This is the government that told us Hollywood will be pitching camp in Kenya.
That says it supports the arts.
It supports the arts. I want to see the comments of the likes of Butita, the likes of Chipukizi, the creative economy people. If
Nani came on, he was on one of the media stations. What's his name? Mkuru. And he was actually talking about it. And in fact, he's the one who made me think about the impact that drama has had in the country. And it's I must be very honest. It has been rather enlightening to hear from him.
Now, the creative economy should not be limited. I want to watch State House Down. A movie acted and recreating State House and being brought down. The way I have White House Down. I want to see the President's Men. Somebody reacting, the Farouks and the Renits, how they act, and the President's Men. We have a movie called President's Men in Kenya. I want to see Olympus Down acted in Kenya. A Kenyan version of Olympus Down. We will not move there when we are this petty. Some we will not move there with this pettiness we have.
In fact, as we conclude on Buteregal, the one thing that I realized about our Gava is that it can be petty. It can be a little, as in, what's the worst that could have happened if they just allowed the play to go on and not blown this thing out of proportion?
You know, you cannot teach all dogs new tricks.
Right.
The people we have leading different departments in this government, leading Teacher Service Commission, leading Ministry of Education are old dogs. Yes? We would want a situation where we have an under 35 leading this government ministry, an under 35 leading, and that is when we will change. Even I'm changing my words because sikuna movie inaitwa President Nixon. Was there a president called Nixon in the US?
Yes.
And where is the problem?
That's true.
Idi Amin, the rise and fall of Idi Amin I want to see the rise and fall of Uhuru Kenyatta, the rise and fall of Mwai Kibaki, the rise and fall of Daniel Toroitich arap Moi, the rise and fall of Jomo Kenyatta being enacted in this country. But is this the country whereby even if you have a toy gun, they come after you?
It's so unfortunate.
I was in Turkey
We're
another
very
time,
distrustful,
a city called
mistrustful.
Gaziantep. On this side of the street, they are selling pure gold jewelry. The opposite, guns.
Hey, hey. Hey.
Unfortunately, it was hit by the Nini earthquake the other year, and I lost a few friends that I knew there in Turkey. But we have to mature up.
Yes,
but
we do.
anyway, those countries are over 100 years in democracy and over 100 years in independence. For us, we are just 60. We are not yet even retired.
100%.
We are retiring this year from stupidity. We are retiring this year from pettiness. No, we are 62, by the way. We even have 2 extra years. Perhaps we are chasing our pension. Bado hatujakubali kwamba tumeretire. So this country, we should retire from pettiness. We should retire from rhetorics. We should retire from egocentricity. Did I tell you I had a tour guide who ended up being an instructor, a translator? And I wanted to tip them, to give them some cash. Yes? After they have done a good job. And they told me, my friend, I will not take it. I told them why. They told me I'm content with what I receive. Is there a Kenyan who will say they are content with what they receive? Yeah? Is there a Kenyan who will say they are content with what they receive?
Absolutely.
Or they are content with what they earn? Even people who have millions of shillings in their accounts will still queue for petty 100 from a politician. Yes. If I tell you, I have done politics.
It's a culture.
It's a culture. Yeah. Somebody who owns 100 acres of land. Unaenda kukampeni huko kwa badala ya kukusupport. They want 100 shillings from you. 50-50. At the end of the day, somebody was telling me, a friend of mine, he's also a commentator, in the last election, he wanted to be a member of parliament and spend 85 million campaigning. Na hajasema, hiyo sasa, amesema ile ni formal. There is the informal yenye ingine ilienda na ajui. 85 million. A member of parliament earns approximately, with all allowances, 1.1 million. So in 12 months, he has around 12 million. In 5 years, 60. There is a deficit of 15 million.
In one campaign, 85 gone.
Yeah. Najarudisha. Najaweka faida 85 million. Assuming I put my 85 million in treasury bonds at 10% or 8.5%. For every 100,000, I get 8,500. Is that? Yeah. So for every 1 million, I get 85,000. Yes, every year. Yeah. So mfanyie na hiyo pesa. Is it worth even running for elections in this country? If for example, there's no CDF, do you think many people will run for member of parliament?
Absolutely not.
Even the Senate, kumbe walipewa oversight, kuna pesa wako nayo 101 million.
Wako na do.
Yeah, wako na do. Kumbe.
In fact,
inaitwa nini? Affirmative Action Fund. Ama sijui inaitwa nini?
I can't remember
certain name.
Was, yes.
They have money.
Kuna pesa.
Yes.
In fact, I was going to say, if truly we did a little bit of financial literacy for these people, then it would be a lot better to take your 85 million and invest it somewhere else, as opposed to investing 85 million so that you can go and steal.
No,
priorities are all wrong. No, Sam,
it is very profitable being a politician in this country.
Let me say, but it's not. It's easy come, easy go. It's money that doesn't bring any baraka.
Sam, I once asked you. Yes, haina baraka, but hiyo pesa ipitie kwako. I once told you. Somebody said they were worth 200 million when they were appointed cabinet secretary.
Right.
In 2 years, they declare 600 million.
It's ridiculous.
Where did the 400 million come from? If it is not the road that goes to your home that has been eaten.
They say that they are Sammy businessmen. That's what they claimed. Anyway, I know. I'm not going to play the ignorant card, but that's just, it's unfortunate that it is profitable to be a politician in this country. It should not be the case. They're supposed to be servants of the people. not robbers of the people.
No one wants to be the servant. Everyone wants to be the boss, the one controlling funds, the one controlling money. And let me tell you, Sam, unless Kenyans change, the politicians will not change. Unless in 2027, they will not ask me for the 100 or the 50. Or the women come up with a women group, they want you to support them at 100,000. Na ujue women group, uko na karibu 100 of them. So that is around 10 million they want from you or one, yes.
But this is why we are even saying that, you know, we need to stop taking all these monies to the churches, because the churches are the masses. And look, we have politicians. Let me tell you, something interesting happened this past Sunday. I witnessed huyo doctor
daktari engineer
daktari engineer akiwa ndani ya kanisa, and let me say this, I was actually impressed when he walked in front of the pulpit and said, look, when I'm at the church, I'm with the church. I discuss church matters. And I waited for him to say Butere girls, and I waited, and
no, he knows his boundaries.
And it never came.
Na hiyo ni akili ya kuzaliwa, si ya shule.
Unaona?
Si sudi ya kwenda shule. Ni akili ya kuzaliwa.
Allegedly.
Yes.
Lakini
alisema,
I was,
see you were there, he said.
Yes.
Oh, he said it in Kiamba.
Yes.
Yes.
I heard him say. And here's the thing, Sam. I actually was impressed by how Sudi addressed the church.
Yes.
And he stuck to the facts that he knows, and he stuck with his belief. And I let me say, I kept waiting and waiting to hear, sijui Butere, sijui Jojo Chieng's funeral, and what Sifuna said.
Oh,
Wamunyoro. Nothing. He said, but the truth of the matter is, outside of the church,
but he has also learned the hard way. There was a time the priest took a microphone from him or switched off. Uko Kapseret kwake nyumbani. No, it was Cases, the neighboring constituency. Yes. Wakamnyang'anya. So he has learned.
So for me, here's the thing. I think all politicians should adopt Sudi. We will likely find that less and less politicians are going to churches, right? If that actually happens. And me, I pray that the day comes that the church is left to doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing, gathering the flock and leading them to Christ. That, I mean, I have never seen it done. I have never seen it done so publicly in mosques, in temples. It just happens in Christian society. It is so unfortunate. You see, if we talk Islam and the Muslim community, yes, it does happen, but they're pushing their agenda as Islam.
Yes.
All right? You understand what I mean? Okay? They're pushing the Quran and they're pushing Sharia. You understand? But here we're pushing the political agenda, and we're mixing it with things like money, the root of all evil, where it is so unfortunate that the flock is actually being misled, and I blame the church.
No,
I 100% blame the church.
No, you people are misquoting the church. The church should take that money. What are you saying?
Why?
Do you remember Naaman and his leprosy? And he went to see, was it Elijah or Elisha? And there was, he had carried some silver coins, some, I think they were also gold. And he was to give Elisha. And Elisha realized and said, no, I'm not taking it. Then, when Elisha went back into the house and Naaman is healed and is going back, there was a worker called Gehazi. Right. Akarukia farasi. Akapitia huko nyuma. Mbio akaenda akarudi na hizo nini. Na hizo coins, yes. That tells you, I don't want to say what happened to him because Elisha alikasirika, huyo jamaa akapatwa na leprosy ile ilikuwa na Naaman, ikamrudia Gehazi. Yes. And hiyo, that was the only time that perhaps there was a religious person refusing to take the nini. But I think it's the prerogative of that religious person. Unajua Elisha hakuambiwa na jenzi wa hiyo area asichukue. hawakuambiwa na wanasiasa ama wapiga kura wa hiyo area, Elisha usichukue hii pesa. Ni mbaya. Ni roho ya Mungu iliingia kwa Elisha akamwambia hii pesa chafu. Hii pesa ya Naaman, na Naaman unaweza kumtibu bila kulipa. So,
which brings me to this.
Just a minute. I'm a politician. allow me to behave like a politician.
Yes.
Do you think today, if you stop Harambes from church, that politicians should not contribute?
No, I didn't say that. I did not say politicians should not contribute. Don't do it on Sunday. Go on Monday.
Hakuna cha kanisa Monday?
Iko. Kani kanisa you hammer. Go to their offices
on Monday.
When
do you worship?
I'm just saying, you don't have to do it in front of the masses.
Goja.
Go on Monday or Tuesday.
When Mary and Joseph and their son Jesus was being taken to be dedicated, walibeba nini? Pigeon, 2 pigeons, sindio?
Yes.
Na 2 doves, sindio?
Yes.
Hiyo wakati hakukuwa na pesa. Walibeba nini? Wanyama kwa sababu wako na pesa.
Yes.
Haya, okay. Hapa neno iko hapa nje. Tupelekee Chief General Commander ng'ombe.
Yes.
Hata Chief General Commander atashangaa, ninapeleka hao ng'ombe wapi? So, utawapelekea pesa. Si ndio?
Yes.
Haya. Wanasiasa wako na so many nini ya pesa. Some clean and some unclean. Na situachie Mungu aamue mwenyewe. Kwa sababu if you stop these things, tutakosa hata wanasiasa mbinguni. They come to church because you are there and they want to be seen.
Yes,
they want to be seen.
That's the only purpose.
I was running for member of parliament in 2017. Nikaenda Harambee nyingine. I had my honest 2,000 shillings from my salary being a teacher. Jamaa mwingine I was running against. Akatoa 100,000. Okuro Kotu was there. He was in that function. Alafu danced around with it for like 10 minutes. Unajua karibu niogope kutoa 2,000.
Yes.
But nilitoa my 2,000 rosafi. Rosafi.
Yes. Yeye ndio kuna baraka.
But unajua ni nani alipendwa? At the end of the day.
Huyo 100,000.
Of course. So ni nani walimpenda?
But is that why
the voters?
Is that why we're not giving?
Even my cheer squad started cheering him. Na nilikuwa nimewalipa wale wa cheering.
I'm so sorry. I'm not laughing at you. It's just with you. Lakini, Sam, are we taking this money to the church in order to be liked, in order to garner votes, or are we taking this money to the church to give to the church?
Just a minute. Just a minute. What is the purpose of a politician? What is their main agenda? Sorry.
To garner votes. That's all it is.
Very good.
And to make money.
What is the nini of the church?
Unfortunately.
What is the nini of the church? Their main objective
is to bring the people together.
Very good. Umejibu vizuri. Sawa. Aya. Mimi kama mwanasiasa nimepeleka pesa yangu kanisani, na hii kanisa iko na washiriki taza, a congregate of around 2,000, and I take my 500,000 for example, or 100,000. Don't you think I have won a few souls on my side?
Yes, but you have used the church to further your agenda. Please remember that. That is the morality. At the end of the day, the question is, what is the purpose of the church? To bring the flock together, to lead them towards heaven.
No.
Well,
how did the Kenya Kwanza government come to?
Through the church. That's what I'm saying. I fault the church.
So if I realize, if as a politician I realize it is easier to come through the church, that is the avenue I'll come. If the social media will be the easier way to get to the people, yes, I'll come there. If your media station nipate hii ndio inasikizwa Kenya mzima,
yes,
tutakiwa hapa kama politicians.
Ndio tunataka na wakuje. Lakini
and that's why they queue in church.
Yes, but here's the thing. You cannot purport, you cannot push an economic agenda, all right, through a spiritual one. That is completely wrong. That
is now when you come to the morality. For you,
incorrect.
You are looking at the morality.
Yes.
Sindio?
Yes.
How many politicians look at the morals?
Well,
how many? Are all
5%.
politicians Christians?
No. Not all of them
Are they all Muslims?
No, they're not.
In fact, most of them are atheists. It's only that they are pretending to be.
Yeah, pretentious humans.
Yeah.
They should just.
They are just doing what is
say
best.
It like it is.
They are doing what is best for them. The easier way to the hearts of the crowd is through where?
Through the church.
Tukigundua mumekataa church, tutagundua another easier way, another avenue. Because the same way, everybody wants to survive. It's actually survival for the fittest. Where do you fit? Where do you survive easily? Is it through the church, through the mosque, through the media, through where? Through helicopters. Nikishuka leo Cherangani na helicopter hivi. Unajua watu watasema huyu jamaa aliomoka. This is what the person we want.
That's the unfortunate situation.
This is the person we want.
Yes.
But hawakumbuki kwamba nikishuka na hiyo helicopter, that is the easier way I will be leaving them. Hata afadhali mimi mwingine mwenye anatembea. The one who is walking, you can walk with them longer before they escape you than the one who landed the chopper and left with the chopper.
Yes. Funny story, by the way. Did I see another person cling onto a helicopter?
Jesus Christ. The Migori guy.
The Migori guy.
And I hear he was picked again and made a hero in that village.
Okay.
He was the hero of the village. Na alishuka kwa shamba ya Napier grass. But I think in Western Kenya, let's say Western, the entire Western, the Kavirondo. Unajua ilikuwa kulikuwa na Kavirondo, ilikuwa inachukua the entire Western. I think we have a problem.
I think so.
I have never seen that behavior in Northeastern, Coast, Central, this Nairobi. It only happens in Bungoma. Kulikuwa na Bungoma, si ndio? Kulikuwa Bungoma nafikiri wawili. And then now we have Migori.
These guys are very daring.
But did you know that guy will be charged? That was suicidal.
Yes.
So it's attempting suicide.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's just...
And did you know, according to our constitution, this life you're enjoying is not yours.
It's owned.
It's owned.
Yes, it is.
So if you decide to take it away, my friend,
you're a criminal.
Make sure you succeed. No, make sure you succeed.
Yes.
But if you fail while committing suicide, when you commit,
they now have reason. Now they'll give you reason, real reason,
yeah, of why you should stay alive.
What to Western, we need to have a conversation.
No, I think the government is trying to tell you, unataka kututoroka na hilo ni China tuko nayo. My friend,
lazima ulipe.
Kaa hapa tulipe.
Lazima utalipa. Right, let's take a look at some of the comments that we have on our social media pages. We have disciples of today. Meli ndio hii mawe. Sasa Meli amesema tutumie majina za majazi. Okay, let's go. Alafu akapiga comment ya pili, mimi siwezi soma hii.
Guy. Amesema nini hiyo mbaya? Akili mbaya.
Siwezi soma hii. Hii Meli nitakuuliza tu, wewe ujipeleke tu YouTube usome hizi comments. Sababu hii ameguza watu, wacha tu staki. Hii sitaongea.
Hiyo imekuwa personal.
That has been personalized. Lakini sio kwako. Sio kwa boma yako.
Kwa serikali.
Wewe. Hiyo siwezi ongea.
No, unaweka disclaimer. Na unaisoma.
Hapana. Hapana.
Si ni comment yake. Mwambie serikali wamfuate.
Nikwambia Butere walizimwa. Mimi sitaki icon izimwe. Wacha tukae. Wacha sisi tukae.
But if they don't participate in the next upcoming drama festivals, there'll be a story, another story.
Yeah.
Let them not be petty.
Yeah. In fact, if anything, let echoes
by
of
the
war...
way, did you know something? Through the quota system, ama inaitwanga nini? Children from a certain region are taken to study in another region.
Right.
Then at least a quota are picked from that region. So unaweza kupata hata Butere girls ni wasichana wa kutoka hapa Nairobi. Ama ni wasichana wa kutoka Coast. Ama ni wasichana wa kutoka.
Yes,
so
it's mixed.
It's mixed. Yeah.
It is
So
mixed.
it's not always at you are expecting those Aluya children or what. No, they
Right.
may be Kenyans from other parts of this country. So it's the fabric of this nation that was touched. It is not Butere alone.
It is the fabric of this
Yes.
nation.
Mhm.
We've got a couple of minutes left on our show. Of course, we can't end the show without talking about George, the late George.
Oh.
And we from Icon Radio and the entire team would like to send our condolences to his family.
Yes.
He was I can't say I knew him personally, but we did interact because once upon a time I worked for a certain political party and I was doing quite a bit of production for them, and I did interact with the man. He was a powerful yet humble individual. That's as much as I can say. I will not speak like Casmo. Me, I interacted directly with that gentleman, and he helped me do my job. But he was
George
very
Odwor, the late, may God rest his soul in eternal peace. He was the picture of the face that is always behind Baba. He was the face, a serious face, yet humble.
Yes.
If you wanted to approach Baba, you would ask yourself, hii sura ngumu hii nitapita aje? Lakini people who have interacted with him will tell you he was the most humble person.
Humility
behind Baba.
Yes.
And he was always there for Baba through thick and thin, through the tear gas and the bullets. He was the person who guided Baba's way even during the tear gassing, and he would even read the intelligence and say, according to what I was told, polisi wanaweza kuwa on this road, let's use this one. And that's why Baba made his way all the way up to, he wanted to Uhuru Park for the swearing. You remember?
The people's swearing.
So he was the person behind Baba, and Baba made it good to give him a state funeral. Did you see? That was a state funeral.
Yes, covered with ODM flag.
With the president available in any funeral. That's already a state funeral.
It is.
And he was given a good send-off. And he is a good example to other security agencies, including some of my relatives who guard these politicians around here. Unapata mtu, he's flashy out here. Nyumbani kufika ako na nyumba ya nyasi. Ama ya mabati mechakaa.
Yes.
That gentleman, did you see the state of the art house he lived
in? He was living
and
in
well
a
paved.
Yes.
Well paved, spacious,
proper.
That tells you also about Baba. He takes care of his people.
Yes.
It's not like other politicians, you know. Unajua anangoja uamke kwa mabati hapa Uhuru Camp kuja umnini, urudi jioni Uhuru Camp kwa mabati.
Urauke saa 10.
Urauke saa 10. Some work. There's a friend of mine who guards a certain PS somewhere. Anasema sometimes even they leave at around 2 a.m. Even 3 a.m.
Wakiwa wamelewa.
Na bado.
Wametoka Dunda.
Na bado. Anamtarajia 5 hours kwa mlango. Because that PS also reports very early to the office. So you can imagine all that. So somebody who has been with Baba since Jaramogi Oginga Odinga's region. And Baba also showed us something. He has trained him. Ulisikia ametrain Russia, ametrain inaitwaje Israel, na ametrain US. So that tells you the kind of people around Baba.
Yes.
He may look frail and old,
Baba security,
but he is wise.
Yes.
And he even has a term for the nini. Anawaitanga veterans. Hiyo security yake around. I think he used a term like veterans, or I didn't understand it. But that tells you Baba is one kind of politician. I've always heard the negative about him, but the other day I saw the positive side of Baba. Other than saving the country the other day, he showed a positive side that he cares for his workers. He cares for his security. Other people would have even made that a village burial.
Let me say something that I have observed with Baba's team. He has remained loyal to his team, and specifically the security team. It is the same faces through and through. Right? I was there for the ODM at 20. The same guys I saw in 2022 during the elections are the same guys that are with him now. He's very, very loyal to his people.
And that is why he perhaps is successful. Other politicians should borrow a leaf from the Baba's way of doing of taking care of its security team, and also those bodyguards, those policemen, those neni should also know that there is a day where the whole nation will come to my home. Yes? Utaonyesha heshima gani, even if you are dead. There is that dignity that you maintain that, okay, I'm dead, but this is me. This is how I took care of my family. You saw the beautiful wife and the beautiful children.
Daughter, yes.
They looked well taken care of. The family of Baba knows even those little children in that family. That tells you that there is something different that Baba does to his crew, and that I respect him. I salute him.
Yeah, so
I salute him.
To the family of George, may you find grace to continue, and we pray that Baba continues to support the family, and that George left them with the ability to continue on, and that they soldier on through this. So may he journey well, and may God protect his family. Right. So we are right smack at the end of our show. It's been interesting. I know we did not tackle everything.
No, we didn't go to Wamunyoro.
We have not spoken about Wamunyoro. I think we should pick this up again tomorrow, because Wamunyoro is an entire story. He has left breadcrumbs. He has told us he tomboed things. In fact, I purposefully left him out because this is a conversation we need to have on its own.
I know friends who are waiting for how I react to Wamunyoro,
Let me
but
tell
now Batibaya.
That's about to pick a pause, Sai. Until tomorrow, we tune in tomorrow once again, same time. We'll talk about this. We'll talk about Wamunyoro and his influence and the stories that he has told thus far. I think it is very, very important to discuss what he has been talking about since last week. We have a party that's coming.
Oh,
this May. He is launching.
Oh yeah, I saw some greenish. It looks like it's going to be a green party.
In fact,
or is it the farmers' party that is going big?
The colors of Murema are brown and green. So watch out, we see what is going to happen there.
No, I want to see the combination of brown and green.
Let's see how it's going to play out. But during...
But it will not be a secret, because the registrar of political parties will have to gazette it.
Yes, he must.
We will know.
So here's the thing. So he has been talking about it since his interview on KTN. He spoke about it yet again during the lecture, the Kibaki lecture, the other day, and he mentioned, he started talking about things like we will do this, we will do that, we will do that.
Let me slide in something. Wamunyoro is that ex you'd never want near your wife.
Let me tell you. I thought. Here's a thought, Sam. Will we see a handshake?
Politicians are politicians. Anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
Anything. In fact, all this drama could be a way of putting us together again into the same gorogoro or the same thing.
Hey, Kenyans,
I'm telling you,
keep your eyes
anything
and
is
ears
possible.
Open.
Anything is possible.
Yes.
Who knew Baba would be in this house?
Who knew?
With the swearing, we will never have a handshake. We will.
Even Baba himself
said
it.
But nowadays, I want to do whatever the president says. I will always take the opposite. Yeah. Akisema hii barabara inajengwa,
ndio umedecide.
Mimi nasema haijengwi. So that at least it surprises me. But otherwise, giving me a lot of expectations, nitaumia.
Do you know what he said? He said before 2027, he will fulfill all his promises.
If the William Ruto is the William Ruto who was the member of parliament for Eldoret North, everything that he has said will be done.
That's what he said.
If the Mashinani, we used to call him Mashinani, ukweli wa mambo. if he is still the ukweli wa mambo. You know, I had believed that when he went to the US, Biden wakachukua the real William Ruto wakaweka kwa museum na wakampreserve alafu wakatuletea cloned one. There was a way I was thinking there was a problem. Yes? Kulikuwa na wakati hata nimeanza kumdoubt. But if he does it, yes, then he needs in 2026-27 funding ya media publicity.
Itakuwa serious.
Lazima irudishwe.
Please look for us, Icon Radio. We will come.
Funding.
Tunakam.
I have been supporting this government since election, and I sometimes sleep hungry, but it's okay. There's a day nitakula kwa kijiko kubwa.
Tutadishi.
Tutadishi. Unasema hii dishi ya county ama dishi ya national? Machapo itakuja.
Mimi nimekataa machapo. Mimi wacha nikwambie. The truth of the matter is change your communication. Use the media well.
Yes.
All right?
That's what I've always said.
And start communicating as it is. Please, the one thing that you cannot do is give false hopes.
Yes. You see, for example, the affordable housing is endelea all over the country, but nobody knows.
Yes. In fact, that's the thing. Use the media to talk about...
The markets are going on. Nobody knows. In fact, the other day, somebody was telling me, which markets are we talking about? Nikamwambia, turn your back. Look there. That's the market. Nilikuwa nafikiri ni nyumba ya mtu. Mimi nikamwambia, that is the market they are talking about.
Ingia hapa South Bay. Inatengenezwa.
Inajengwa.
Inajengwa.
Lakini publicity. Unajua anaweza kuzubaa a pathway of God like Uhuru government. You remember them putting billboards at night?
Yes.
The Thika Road. Na zinatolewa. At the government of Kenya delivers. That is where he's heading. If he's not careful. Sema tu hakuna funds, but hako nayo hiyo 100 million yake si atupatie. We will use it for media publications. Sasa akipelekea Pastor Nani pale peke yake. The media houses are here.
Ile pesa inaangushwa. You know, anyway, let me just put it this way. Please use the media in a way that communicates what the government is doing. Leave Butere girls alone. Let them leave Butere girls.
But people don't want to hear him talking about what he's doing. The same Kenyans don't want to hear him.
No, but that's what you do.
Number
go
two,
and flood the market.
Going round the country, inspecting those projects. He's being ridiculed for that again.
Yes.
Yet, that is another publication to show you actually there's something going on, something going on here, something going on here.
Munyoro discussed all of these things, and I want to save this conversation for tomorrow because one of the things is how you're going to commission 2 million bob projects using an entourage that consumes 200 million. It is not correct.
But Sam, if you look at the budgeting, kila kitu iko na pesa yake. Kila kitu iko na pesa yake.
Yes, ni sawa. But what can I do with 200 million? If I redirect 200 million towards other things. Kibaki did
That's our government.
Kibaki did it so well. This guy wants to emulate Kibaki.
Musiongelee Kibaki. Tafadhali.
Tuache kuongelea.
We hated him by 207. We didn't want to see Kibaki.
But they're the ones who are talking about him. They keep
unaona the hate Kibaki alikuwa nayo. Hata ya William haijafika.
Kulikuwa na chuki.
Because kulikuwa mpaka na movement around the country against him. Unakumbuka Orange, the Orange team?
Yes.
William hajaona Orange team kama hiyo. He hasn't. It's only that social media is helping balloon. You see, social media is very good. It creates a storm in a teacup.
Let's leave it there, Sam.
Tutaongea hapo kesho.
Sawa. So this was In Case You Missed It, here with myself, Sammy Maina, and joined in studio by Sammy Melly, and major political bombshells, major political happenings, and with you as the audience.
Yeah, the Sam Squared. It's hot. It's burning. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. This was In Case You Missed It on your #1 entertainment plug, Icon Radio.
Icon Radio.
This is Icon Radio.
Mheshimiwa Rais, Bishop ametuambia hapa kwamba kazi yako ni ngumu sana. Na mimi nakubaliana na yeye. Hata mimi saa nyingine huwa najiuliza vile wewe unalala. Lakini kuna zingine Mheshimiwa Rais, wanasema Waswahili mwiba wa kujidunga hauambiwi pole. Kuna watu kwa serikali yako kazi yao ni kushika handball kila siku. Sasa kama hii drama yote tumeona Nakuru, ati watoto wanakatazwa kufanya mchezo, sijui wanapigwa tear gas, sijui wanafukuzwa. Hiyo ni mwiba wa kujidunga Mheshimiwa Rais. Wale ambao wanahusika na kufanya kazi yako ikuwe ngumu, read them the riot act, kwa sababu tunajua kazi yako ni ngumu zaidi, wasifanye ikuwe ngumu zaidi. Kwa hayo mengi nasema asanteni sana na Mungu amlaze George mahali pema peponi.
Asante, thank you. At the Serena Hotel. And this policeman made the mistake because he was not in uniform. And people saw him draw a gun. So the crowd jumped on him and he was literally pulled apart and died a very painful death at Central Park. Now, instead of doing proper investigations, what the police did was to look at the people who attended that rally, and they were looking at people who were generally with Raila Amolo Odinga or Jaramogi at that time, and that is why they were arbitrarily arrested. Even my own driver, who is here, Michael Kuma, was also arrested. This man I've known for years in the street, known as Dod Kenyatta, he was there. Lumumba Owade, who had just spoken, was there. There were nearly 9 of them. Your Excellency, what helped that case was there was a policeman who recorded his statement in English. And then when we went to court, after he had been sworn to say the truth and nothing but the truth, when he was shown the statement and asked which language he was going to speak in, and he said he is going to speak in Swahili. Unfortunately, his statement was in English. So when I started asking him questions in English, the judge then, Okubasu, insisted that he must answer in English, that there cannot be a policeman who was a superintendent of police who did not understand the English language. So every time I put him a question and read his statement, all the time he was saying,